So last session you guys woke up and found that there are no town guards waiting for you guys at the Dancing Dragon. So you guys head back to the checkpoint between the north and south of Redham. You guys head towards this house and see that the protests continue to increase. There's now 100+ people. This is where you saw the lady singing her song of protest, a young elven lady. You guys inquire with a kind of just a random person in the protest about the crime they committed, and you find out the culprits were brothers from a farmer's family. They're unsure if the crime was instigated by Townsguard or by the protesters. You guys head toward the dungeon and continue further underground. You guys head past the Bodak's lair into caves and encounter 2 ropers that were imitating stalactites. John, you take some pretty substantial damage, and the homunculus was killed, and their heart dropped into the hole below. You guys traverse further down and find an underground lake. Most of you guys fell in the lake and swallowed a bunch of water. You guys then hear a voice in your head ordering you guys to kill the woman. I don't know if Vesper caught that or not, but you guys took a bunch of damage when you guys didn't attack Vesper. Then you guys had an encounter with the Uzasis where you guys were able to survive. After the Uzasis was killed, the lake drains and you guys find a backpack. Inside you find gold, 4 vials of natural ingredients, an immovable rod, and a quiver with a single bolt of fire. I also message each one of you guys individually about what Nessa has for you guys. So whatever items you got, just make sure you minus whatever gold from...
What level of potions were they? I just wanted to ask you that.
Well, I mean, it depends on what potions you want. She can pretty much get you anything you want.
Okay.
So it's kind of up to you what you would like to grab. 1 second, let me get set up. Okay, so yeah, so you guys are still in the caverns, in the dungeon itself. And you guys can head back. It's getting towards the end of the day. But yeah, if you guys want, you guys can traverse back to town. You guys will probably get back to the surface somewhere around 9 p.m.-ish, 9 p.m.-ish. Probably just enough time to get through the gates before they close for the night.
I'm okay with that. It's been a rough adventure.
I'm very beat up, so let's go take a nap.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep,
I gotta
that sounds great.
resummon a monk.
Yeah, I guess, that is true.
Or reinfuse, I guess.
So you guys head back up to the surface. It takes you, again, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours to get through the entire dungeon. But you get out, and again, it's turning dark. And as you guys head back towards Town Square, you notice the protest has increased to about 150 people. It feels like, whereas before they were kind of coming and going, it feels like they're just steadily here now.
It's about to be a big problem in this town.
Yeah.
Is it it's getting pretty restless then?
It appears to be very peaceful as you guys get up there. It definitely was a tragedy. You can feel the emotion and the tension that's sort of in the air, but at this point, there doesn't seem like they're fighting or arguing. And most of the Townsguard are in the center square there. Like whereas before they were escorting you guys kind of around, and they were having people guard the entrance of the dungeons. Now most of the Townsguard is just focused on where the protesters are, and they seem a bit more on edge. The Townsguard seem a bit more on edge than than they have been in the past. Like, even when the graffiti stuff happened, they were still kind of goofy and aloof about it. They seem a bit more serious about this now. And as you guys approach the gates to head to the north side of town, there's just one person there, whereas before there had generally been 2 or 3. So, but they recognize you. You're able to get through.
The protesters are still chanting all the same stuff, I presume.
Not necessarily chanting. Like, it goes on and off. Like, you see signs that says like Mayor Dumpkins, and like stuff like that, and like freedom for Jimothy. And so it's like I imagine that they're during certain parts of the day they're having protests and they're chanting stuff, but because it's towards the night, there's just a lot of it's like a candlelight vigil almost, and they're mostly just like singing songs together, and it's like again, it seems very peaceful. You would think this is like a festival if it wasn't for the tragedy. But yeah, you guys able to get to the north part of town? No issues. They recognize you.
I think I'll just ask the one guard that's still at the gate. Is it still getting violent?
No,
Once
it
in a
hasn't
while, or
been
just
violent.
stayed,
No, it's been pretty peaceful. I mean, yeah, I think we just have a lot of people because we're worried that it's going to get violent again. A lot of these town guards aren't even working right now. They're just here out of solidarity. We're a bit of a brotherhood, and so we're definitely mourning our losses.
Guard lives matter, right?
Thin steel line, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that's not how I put it, but yeah, you ain't wrong, dude.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Keep your powder dry.
So yeah, so you guys can head in towards the Dancing Dragon, where again it is very slow.
Excellent.
She can pop you down with some food if you guys are interested in eating.
Yeah. Take some fine grub.
Yeah, and she also again asked if you guys want baths drawn in your rooms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Get some of the slime and water off.
Yeah.
The exact amount of blood.
Yeah, you get this water, but like trucked in, right? Like you get this water imported, or is this?
I mean,
Nice
we know it's down there.
what's down there?
I will just forestall the bath for tonight. Thank you.
All right. I
know, it's
understand.
cleansed.
What about the rest of you?
I'll take a bath. It should be cleansed now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in
Yeah.
a bath.
Might as well double check our work.
Yeah, I mean, you guys survived. Did you guys take care of the problem?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll
Seems
let you
like
know after
there
the bath,
was
I
a-
suppose.
Felt like it.
Issue with the water source, you might say, but we took care of it. No problem.
No, you guys sound confident.
Actually, I don't think I messed you. Do I know what that creature was? What would it be to know what that creature was?
Go ahead and roll me. What do I have you roll?
Nature, Arcana, maybe, depending on the type of creature.
Let's have you roll. Let's have you roll a history check or a nature check. Yeah, those both would work. Whatever you prefer.
Let's say for me.
Yeah, it was a water monster.
It was
Gooey water monster.
Water was wet. And,
Yeah. It didn't taste great. You remember that?
no, I don't. I never ate it. I never
well,
drank the water.
Oh yeah, you're the only one that didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it must be nice. Yeah. So yeah, water monster. Yeah, spooky water monster.
Oh, just some kind of water monster.
Yeah.
Never seen it before.
Well, glad you guys took care of it. Hopefully, these issues will go away.
Hopefully.
Well, I have all the materials you requested in your rooms, so we'll draw you a bath, and you guys can go about your night.
Sounds good.
Remind me, I don't have my phone on me. Remind me how much and what I got. I think it was 140.
100. It depends on what. Yeah. So again, some of you guys had choices. So message me what you did end up getting. That way, I remember that you have it. But for you, you got a healing potion, a level 1 scroll, and then depending on how many bullets, materials you wanted to grab. So it's 20 for 100 bullets, 20 gold for 100 bullets, So I don't know how many of those you wanted to
Okay.
grab.
Let's see here.
And Bjorn, for you, she was only able to acquire one of the quivers,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other 2 bolts, if you're interested. And then, Vesper, what other potions would you be interested in?
It's like 3 healing potions. I think would be good for now.
Yeah. So if you just want to get 3 healing potions, it'd be 150.
Yeah, I'll take. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll just take 1 packet of ammunition for now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. So,
how,
yeah, so
how much are the rations? We'll do like 10 rations, 10 days of rations as well.
so the rations are going to be a food here in Xandros pretty pricey. So it would be 1 gold per day of rations, but if you buy a week's worth, it'll be 5 gold.
Okay, I'll do a week's.
I get a couple healing potions. How much is that?
It's 50 gold per healing potion.
Okay, I'll get 2 then.
I think I'll get a week's worth of rations as well. You said for 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, essentially when you buy in bulk, they'll knock off $2.
And then the thunder and or lightning bolts is a bundle of 10.
No, so the thunder and lightning are their permanent air bolts. So the +1 bolts when you shoot them, they will lose their magic ability 1 shot.
Oh, I see.
And then when
It's
you
200 gold for the both thunder and lightning.
yeah,
That's
so
the bundle.
the
Okay.
bundle's for 100. Yeah, so it's gonna be just 1, but you're able to recover them, and they keep their magical properties.
Yeah.
So essentially, if you decide not to get the +1 bolts, you'll have a fire arrow, thunder arrow, lightning arrow that you can recover when used. But that'll take like a week and a half to get. She'll have to order it for you.
Yeah,
She's
those 2, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah. The magical bolts she'll have to order in. But like rations and potions and everything, you're able to. She has a ton of that on hand, ready to go.
Okay.
Excellent.
Cool.
As far as where I was at with the research on incendiary shot, I have the materials, right? But we just needed to research the fireflies, and then I think that was the last thing, right?
Yep, I think pretty much you can put pen to paper at this point.
Okay.
And really get it going. Because you have enough materials that you could make a few shots to start off with, depending on how research goes. You might use some of that material if research is not great.
Okay.
As far as applying what you've learned so far.
And remind me, what did we decide on the Tinker's tools, like me learning to use them to make ammunition?
So I would say that if you want to, so you spent 20 gold to get 100 ammunition, right? And you can you can build them in packs. You don't have to do all 100 at one time. You can do 50 at a time, 20 at a time, whatever. Essentially, if you take half the yield, so instead of let's say you did instead of doing 100, you did 50 for the same amount of money, you can start progressing yourself on learning how to do it. So essentially, Vesper would be teaching you how to make your own bullets. So it's not that you're going to get your intelligence is going to go up. We're just going to add. We will begin to get you progress on adding modifiers to your Tinker tool specifically for this specifically.
Okay.
So when you roll your Tinker tools, you're going to have a plus whatever instead of having a negative.
Yeah. Right now I have a +1 because I'm -2 intelligence with 3 proficiency.
Yeah.
So I'm +1. I'm in positive.
Yeah. So if you're going to take this 100 bullets and you were to craft them in batches of 20, where you're able to get multiple research opportunities, you would have a 50 yield, and then you would work on progress towards getting another +1.
Okay.
And you can kind of do this for an extended period of time until you feel like you don't need Vesper anymore to make your bullets specifically.
Wham bam, thank you, man, for the bullet to get somewhere.
Cool.
So, Colin, just so you know, I'm grabbing 2 healing potions, and then I'll get the +1 bolts.
Okay.
So 150.
Sounds good. She'll order those bolts in.
Yeah.
I'll let you know when they arrive for you. Okay. Any other business before you guys go to bed?
No.
I think I'm good.
Our plan is still to leave town as soon as we have papers, right? Preferably before the.
Trial. Or this powder keg blows up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's
the plan.
the hope.
And as much as I sympathize with these people's plight, I think we have bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, I think so. Also, did one of you put an immovable rod in your
Oh,
inventories? Because I have a note that we got an immovable rod.
yeah, we did decide. Well, it's kind of late at the end of the last session. We didn't decide who gets what, actually. At least I don't think we did.
Oh yeah, we got some stuff. What did we get? Oh, I didn't make any notes.
It's like
I
a
just
bunch of
read one
arrows.
immovable rod.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys got the
I
immovable
think-
rod, the fire bolt arrow,
Right.
the vials,
Right.
that you're able to use. So part of that could be used for making healing potions. Some of the incendiary stuff for the firefly material. And then you guys got a small mason jar that has a small gelatinous cube in it.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. The tiny cube.
If no one wants it, I'll hold on to the rod. I love those things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you will.
Go for it.
Yeah. Great.
Well, sweet.
Question about our rooms. Was the doors open indoors or outwards?
The doors,
Yeah.
they open.
Can Can I bar my door with my new movable rod?
Yeah, totally.
I'm gonna do that.
Nice.
Yeah, that would open inwards, yeah.
That would have been useful a few nights ago.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna
Alright.
spend some time making some. Well, if Vesper's going to bed, maybe I'll wait till tomorrow. We're all pretty beat up and it's late, so
Well, I can help you before if you want.
yeah, we can spend an hour making ammunition, right?
That's fine.
So I'll cut my yield in half. I'll make 50 instead of 100. I'll just make the full batch.
Okay. Vesper, go ahead and roll me a check for that. And I will have you roll me a check for it, too.
So I have a Tinker's Tool ability. See if that's a good roll. I don't know if it's. Damn, Tinker
yeah.
Tools go. Plus 10 on that? Oh, because it's intelligence plus proficiency. Damn.
I did good too. Yay!
Yay. Cool. So you were able to get 50. You don't quite have another plus one yet, but you're working on it. We'll have a few of these, and then we'll get you your plus. So at 50, you add 50 ammunition to your inventory, and then I have notes on your progress as far as increasing skills with finger tools.
Cool. I also made a note here.
Sweet. And then, and if you guys want tomorrow, the three of you, Vesper, and Zarpar, can work on the incendiary.
We did one research on the next schematic too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was successful or not. I can't remember.
I believe it was successful, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's for a new gun, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is a bit more complicated than the ammo for sure.
Yeah.
Anything else before I go to bed?
I
Nope.
think I'm good again. Just bar my door, and I'm good to go.
Okay.
Yay, long rest.
Yeah, you guys are able to successfully long rest.
My spell slots are back.
Okay. So you guys are able to long rest. You guys wake up in the morning, feeling bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Mission has been complete,
Yeah.
to your knowledge.
I'll head back downstairs then. Meet up with everyone.
Once we're all together, I think we can go talk to Mayor Dinkins, right?
Yep. Get our reward. Get our papers.
Sounds good to me.
Sweet. Nessa offers you guys breakfast. You guys are able to eat if you'd like. And
Mm-hmm.
then you guys can head off.
Anything crazy happen with the protests overnight?
Is it-
I don't know. I'm on this side of town. I don't really go down there, you know. It was an uneventful night though, as far as this tavern's concerned. She like points to nobody being there.
No alarm bells, huh?
No alarm bells, no.
All right.
Well,
then.
All right.
we're off to see the mayor then.
All right. Best of luck to you. So as you guys leave the tavern, again, there's no town's guard waiting for you. You can just head right to the mayor's office.
Let's do it.
As you guys get to the mayor's office, you also notice there's no guard on the outside of the mayor's office either.
Does anything look
Out of place.
off?
No.
Like is the door ajar or anything? No, just no
Okay.
guards.
Yeah, just no guards. Whereas before, when you came in, there was guards on the outside. And as you guys got into like where the reception is, there was also guards on the inside. There's none of that this time. There's a receptionist though.
Okay.
Can I do for you?
Here to see the mayor.
Yeah.
Is he expecting
Where's
you?
Yeah, we
Yes.
were doing a job for him. Where's the guards that were all here yesterday?
They're all out patrolling the city.
Oh, they don't have just regular posts here.
Well, we just sent some extra manpower here and there. You know.
Everything going all right there?
Everything. I mean, I just work here. I don't really know.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, you'll have to ask Mayor about that. Well, let me see if he's got his pants on. And she'll come back 5 minutes later and say, "All right, he's ready to see you." And so as you guys as you guys get into the office, you notice that there's just one guard with him, one big mountain looking motherfucker, just standing behind him. Gentlemen, come on in, come on in. Lady, he tips his hat.
Yeah.
Well, I have some good news for y'all. We finally got that Raven back from Whiteboro, and story checks out. They were happy with the work you did down there.
Perfect.
Yeah, they had nothing but nice things to say about you. Gideon, one of them White Lion fellers, also stopped by, and he had cooperated your story. Had nothing but nice things to say about y'all as well. So yeah, I think rolling the dice on you is a good call on my part, if I don't say so myself.
It was indeed, sir, because we also solved your problem underground.
Well, like, do tell. What was it? What was the situation down there?
Well, first there were some undead, some flaming skulls. Then there was this Bodak creature. Dispatched all of those. And then there was this creature hanging out in the water beneath the town. Kind of black, gelatinous, mind-controlling creature. And we discovered that if you drink the water, then this thing could compel you to do crazy things. So we dispatched it as well.
And how did you discover that?
We may have accidentally consumed some water.
Some of us might have accidentally, incidentally, in the course of navigating the underground waterways.
Falling in.
Yes. Falling in. Doesn't taste good.
All right. And what do you mean by it controlled you? What is that? How do you figure that? Like it made you do something you didn't want to do?
Well, there was this nefarious voice in our heads telling us to kill our fine friend here.
Wait,
And
what?
when we resisted it,
I was like, what?
Yeah, wait, that's how I'm hearing it.
and we of course resisted this urge, which led to immense mental pain.
Yes. Nearly killed us.
Interesting. So you heard her voice in your head then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
It seemed to alleviate once we killed this thing, though.
Give me just 1 second. He's going to leave his office real quick and come back with his receptionist with some like parchment and quill. Are y'all willing to write down this as a statement from what happened? The investigation we have going on with the murders of our town's guard, these two boys are claiming they heard a voice in their head tell them to kill the guards, and this might be an important revelation.
Well,
Sure.
yeah, I'd
Absolutely.
be willing to.
It'll help diffuse the tensions. Certainly.
So they basically just get your statement on what happened with the entity and what it felt like and what it sounded like in your heads, so they can kind of compare notes with the assailants, and then that'll be part of the trial that comes about. Well, thank you. Well, we really appreciate everything you've done for us. We can work on getting you those IDs now. I have a few contacts in for Breakwater, and what are the names that you guys? How are the names written on your IDs themselves? I can have them send copies of your previous IDs that you guys lost.
Mine was Bjorn Dwarfkin. I just write it down.
Okay. And what about
John
you two?
Hawk, at your service. Hawk with an E.
Okay.
No H in John.
Oh, I thought you were saying Hawk.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Damn.
Still. Just Vesper.
Just
the name
Vesper?
and a title.
Okay. So Vesper. And you guys registered in Breakwater? That's where I can acquire your records from originally?
They should have mine.
Okay. Well, I'll put in that formal request. We'll send a Raven, and we should get you copies pretty soon. In the meantime, I think we have a few opportunities for you guys to make a little bit of money if you guys are interested, now that you're on the up and up. As you can see, we are a bit undermanned as far as it comes to protection around the city. We do have
Absolutely.
the magistrate coming in to oversee this trial that's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be giving him most of my personal guard, if you know what I mean. So I'm wondering if you guys would be interested in helping out for a day during the trial. Just help protecting me and some of the upper parts of management here. 25 gold apiece. Should be a pretty boring day for y'all, considering what y'all been through.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to wait for the papers anyway, right?
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
Might as well get paid
Yeah.
for it.
Absolutely. We'd be happy to help.
Perfect. Also, during this festival, we have the festival coming up in about a week and a half. We're real excited about it. I think this is exactly what we need to get everyone's mind off of everything that's going on. You guys seem like formidable components. we do have a bit of a challenge, so to speak, where we do, and you guys have not seen the north part of town. Like, you guys have been just to the Dancing Dragon and to the mayor's office. On the outside of Redham, there's like a little mini like arena, and so they're gonna have some events essentially, and so it's gonna be. They're gonna do like feats of strength, that kind of stuff for the festival, where everyone kind of comes in and they have these like little tournaments, where you guys will fight some monsters. But he explains, that they have clerics on hand, and you won't ever die. Like, even if you die, you'll get revivified, that kind of thing. But basically, there's three brackets. There's individual, where it'll be you versus one other monster. They're doing teams, where it'll be teams of 2, and then teams of 4. And essentially, it's 10 for every event you want to enter. You get 10 gold regardless. If you win, you get 15 on top of the 10. And then if you do all 3 for the Iron Man event, you will get a potion of greater healing for every one that does all 3. Each one of you would grab a potion of greater healing. So if y'all are interested in making a little extra money, getting a little more notoriety around here, it would be a good way for y'all to, show off your skills. Again, it might hurt a little bit, but you ain't gonna die from it.
I mean, I'll do it. Fuck.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, perfect.
Sure.
Oh, come on. I know you're an academic, but live a little.
Okay. I suppose we could use the money. That homunculus sent me back a little bit.
And so, yeah, like, Zarp, you'd be able to bring in Bida and the homunculus. You'd be able to bring in your full.
Hell yeah.
You
Okay.
know what I mean?
Minions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you wouldn't be solo on it by any means.
Right.
You'd have your crew. Same thing with you, Vesper. You could have your turtle boys.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Cool. Then he's also going to say, hey, and now I do have another bit of business for y'all. Now that we know you guys are on the up and up, any information you guys have that leads to a prosecution about this rebellion group, we're offering 100 gold per persecution for people that are affiliated with this repabouts. So keep your eyes out, keep your ears out. If you can find me anyone or any information, that will be very helpful. Right now, my investigation team is spread a little thin. You guys seem capable.
We'll keep an ear to the ground.
Mhm.
Appreciate you. Well, if there's anything else you need, y'all just let me know, all right?
Will do.
Dude, thank you.
Appreciate you. And the receptionist will see you out. All right, so you guys essentially have a week and a half to kind of do what you would like.
Okay.
You guys have a bit of time before the Lunar Festival.
And the trial's gonna be part of the festival, yeah.
Trial will be before the festival, so I guess you guys have about 5-6 days before the trial will be here, and then you guys will have a day of work, and then another few days, and then you guys will have the festival.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we could go check out that military encampment that we found.
So you think that we're just gonna walk up, be like, "Hello,
No.
yes, can we enter your military base?"
New recruits.
Yeah, they're always in the market for a goblin.
Yeah.
I guess we could try to find out something about this rebellion too.
Yeah. Oh, we could just keep to ourselves for a week. A lot of options. I'm not
Go
going to
hunting. See if we could find some game outside of town, something to, make some money on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We could go check out if there's any like jobs or something we could do.
We'll find
everyone
a
roll
cave
me
full of mushrooms.
Yeah, possible.
I'm always in the market to go out in the wild, search around.
Everyone, go ahead and make me an insight check.
Okay.
Oh, starting off the night strong.
Nice.
He's buying. He's all buy.
Oh.
Oh.
Nice.
Ooh, starting weak.
Nice.
Yeah. So John and Bjorn, you guys would both sort of intuit that if you guys went out and did a little bit of hunting, and you guys were able to skin and dress everything, you could probably make a bit of money, a bit of coin selling food to people on the south side of town. Food is crazy expensive here, and that's a big part of the reason why everything's so tense. So you could probably make a little bit of extra coin.
Wouldn't be illegal, right? These aren't like protected woodlands. It's not like
Nope.
company land or something.
No. As long as you stay off company land, you're gonna be fine.
Okay. Well,
And
I'll
you-
ask
and you- and-
someone
and-
in town.
Well, you know like what company land is. Like it's very clear. There's like
Mark.
while the town of Redham is very short-handed with like military presence, protection, the company is not. That there is plenty of guards and like they're very heavily fortified. Like especially because of what happened with Jimothy, because he essentially you guys found out that he broke into the East Sandar Trading Company and took a bunch of product and gave it to the people for free, and that's why he's that's the skinny of it.
Let's go hunting. I mean, it's possible too. We could give a little bit of food for information if we want to learn more. If the people on that side of town are hungry, I'm sure they're willing to talk if we give them a free meal.
All right, sorry. Well, Jimothy broke in and he's not the one who killed the guard?
No, the
There's
ones that
one
killed the
who's on
guard.
trial.
Yeah.
My notes didn't save from last time. So I'm just double checking.
Yeah, so the trials that are going to go on right now, like they already let you know that there have already been people that are going to be hanged, executed for affiliation with the King's Rebellion.
Right.
But the big trials that are going on is going to be Jimothy, who is sort of like a Robin Hood town's hero to the people of the lower. That's why the protests are going on right now. And essentially, he broke onto the East Sandar Trading Company compounds, butchered a bunch of animals, and brought them back for the people to eat. That's what and again, you got that not from a guard. You got that from someone in the crowd. I think Heathcliff told you that actually.
Yeah.
And then the murder of the guard was from two farm boys, two brothers that are from farmhands. And the mayor just informed you that they heard in their head, kill a guard.
Okay. I just noticed my notes didn't save. I was like, ugh. Okay.
Do you guys just want to head to the forest outside of town?
Sure. I'll do some mushroom foraging while
You guys are out.
we're out and about too. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys hike about
The big game for the big boys.
Yeah, you guys hike about 3 hours outside of town. So go ahead and make me a survival check for the mushrooms. Are we trapping? We hunting? How are we? Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can do a little hunting.
Yeah. I don't have any traps, so I'd be hunting too.
Okay.
I don't find anything. Hold on. I'm just gonna roll a d20 real quick here. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Fuck you.
Cool. Tight.
Curse has been broken.
Yeah.
Be my one good roll. Shit.
Go ahead and roll me survival checks. To see if you guys are able to track any game.
Me too. No, I'm just looking
for the 2 hunting. Okay, so Zarp, you're not able to find any mushrooms, but you're able to find enough materials that you think that you guys could maybe make a trap with it if you get Vesper to help you guys make something like that. Bjorn and John, you guys both sort of start off at different areas, and you guys sort of meet together half an hour later because you guys have been tracking the same thing.
Nice.
It looks like a nice stag.
Nice.
You go first. You're quiet. I'll whisper.
Okay. Try to sneak up to it and take a shot at it.
Okay, go and roll me a assault check.
So sneaky.
And then go ahead
Damn,
yeah.
Gina.
Now watch me biff this so hard.
Yeah, let's see the
I
shot.
got you as a backup.
Oh, fuck.
Is it the 14 or the 26?
26 because I'm hidden.
Okay. See,
Presumably.
yeah. And you hit a nice clean shot right through the lungs. You see it kind of go forward a little bit and then fall. Someone roll me a nature check to see how well you're able to clean it and process it.
Not me. I'm no good at that. I'm just good at the shooting part.
Yeah, me too. Vesper, you know how to clean this?
I'm pretty good with nature.
Or Zarp, yeah.
I
I know it's not a mushroom, but
The principle's the same. Hold on, watch this.
You guys just look at Vesper. You want to take care of this, Toots?
So actually, as an artificer, I can do like the right tool for the job. So I can just generate like a skinning knife, I assume.
Oh, I already started skinning.
Oh,
Yeah.
That would have been smart. I could do that too.
yeah. We can
I
both
just
do that.
didn't.
So Zarp, you're able to process this pretty much with you're able to get all the meat. The hide is you're not able to get a full hide necessarily, but you're able to get some sections of hide if you guys are looking to tan and do all of that.
Oh, I'm not good with such things, but I'm sure someone would have use for it.
yeah, someone will be.
Sell to the trading company.
For sure.
Maybe not, though. They might ask questions.
And then Vesper, if you want, you can roll a Tinker's Tools check to see if you're able to make a formidable trap.
All right, 1 second.
You said we got just a hide
No, and all the meats too.
and the meat.
Yeah.
And the antlers, presumably? Or was it a dough?
Yeah, you're able. Yeah, you're able to salvage almost the entire thing. Like I said, the only real thing that you guys weren't able to get a full, complete hide.
Need to get that antler grip from my pistol.
Oh yeah, that's true. It was a pretty young stag. It wasn't an older boy. Youngish. So.
Okay.
So yeah, so you guys are able to do that. This takes you most of the day. Vesper, you're able to make what you would think would be like a nice little rabbit trap.
Excellent. Well, I will. Who was using the trap? It was me and Berg.
Whoever you want.
Me.
I mean, it's up to you.
I guess we can go put down some rabbit traps.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'll tell you with the material you guys were able to make one rabbit trap.
All right, let's put down rabbit trap.
Yeah.
Cool.
I can just imagine this giant tinkering. It's just like the rope with the Looney Tunes thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you Wile E. Coyote the fuck out of this.
Yeah, this. Yeah, I don't want.
It's a big sign that says bird seed.
Yeah.
An arrow.
With a rocket just
Yeah.
pointing at it. Yeah. Overkill, let's do this. Yeah.
Cool. So you guys able to come successfully hunt. You guys want to head back into town and try and hawk the
Yeah, go
bears?
try and hawk with stuff.
Yeah. Cool.
Be right back 1 second, guys.
What do we need any information? Are we trying to find out more about this situation here, or maybe find some notables that we can possibly befriend so that we can keep this situation a little more under control? Like have someone we can call on to help keep things calm.
Like someone, like a
Like a
union
true
leader.
respected, you know? I guess the true respected is the guy on trial, right? So we need another true respected in the south side of town.
I mean,
Yeah. You guys don't know too many people on that side of town. You guys have met Heathcliff, who offered to introduce you to a mushroom guy. Those are the contacts you've made thus far.
Well, let's see if we can, yeah. Maybe give a little meet to find out if there's people we should know, and maybe who's worth knowing,
mm-hmm.
and we can go give that person a little bit of meat.
Sure.
Sell a little bit. You know,
Might as
break it
well.
into, like 3 sections. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, why not? I don't think that's
might
really
as well.
terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go start a soup kitchen and.
I can make cooking utensils.
No. I want to
Okay.
sell this shit.
Oh, okay. That's fine. We can make
Most of it.
stew.
Okay. So you guys are able to head back to town. It's probably 4 p.m., 5 p.m. now.
How's the crowd? Even bigger?
Well, as you guys headed to the south part of town. So you guys don't know yet.
Okay.
That's towards the middle, like where the barrier is. Like they set up that protest specifically to say "fuck you" to the north side of town. So yeah, you're able to get into town, no problem. Again, at this point, the guards kind of know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Would I guess the tavern keeper on this south side of town would be possibly a good person to sell this meat to?
Worth a shot. Is that where you guys want to head?
I like Nessa better, personally.
You like what?
Well, she doesn't have any customers. Who's she gonna sell it to? Just between us, I don't know how she stays in business. It seems suspicious.
Pure corruption. I mean,
Something
the
else
mayor
going
is
on.
paying her for us to stay there.
Well,
Meaning, the mayor is sleeping with Nisa.
She's like very old, like the equivalent of a 70-year-old woman.
Hey,
I
we
don't
can't help
judge
who you love.
no judgment. You know, maybe a little actually, but
Cool. Yeah, if you guys want to head to the Pickled Pig, you guys are more than welcome to.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care where we sell it. So,
Sure.
as long as we get something for it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
yeah, let's go sell some to the pickled pig.
So you
We
guys
caught
walk.
one. We caught one rabbit.
Well, you set a trap for a rabbit.
Oh, we have to go back.
We'll go check it
Oh.
out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully no one broke it because it took a long time to make that trap.
It's all day.
The most over-engineered thing ever.
Yeah. So you guys enter the Pickled Pig, even though it's 4:30. It's pretty popping. Like this is the opposite of Nissa's of the Dancing Dragon. It is pretty busy consistently. So you see Hopper again. He sort of greets you by the thing, and then you guys wait 30 minutes for him to be able to get time to come talk to you guys.
Good lord.
Yeah, the 2 times you've been in here, he appears like he has no one helping, and everyone just sort of is okay with that.
Yeah.
Like it's just sort of like a dive bar that you know is going to be shitty.
Well, Still find it's time to be a narc though, but yeah, whatever.
You ain't wrong. So he addresses you. Goes, "What can I do for you?"
You looking to buy a little venison, my good sir?
What
Been
do
out
you got?
hunting this fine day.
Fresh caught today.
Well, let me see what you got.
Slap my meat on the table.
He goes, "Not like this. Let's come."
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, meet me around back by the kitchen, and he just fucking shakes his head. So you guys can go around towards the kitchen area, and he's gonna examine the meat you guys have. He's gonna, sort of look at the texture. Like he looks at it like in the sun, like he's looking through a fucking wine or something. You know what I mean? Like gives it a nice sniff. Yeah, I think I'd probably take this off your hands. What are you looking? How much are you looking to move this for? What's your price?
That's an excellent question.
Yeah. It's whole day of work. It's not cheap.
What's your going rate?
Well,
I mean, I know. I just,
yeah.
No, we're not from these parts, so.
We don't get a lot of venison necessarily. Most of our product is
so it's
pork.
kind of rare.
I mean, rare-ish. Most people. The reason I don't get a lot of venison is because people prefer the taste of pork. Venison's a little gamey for some people.
Cool.
But I think we could probably make this work. He's gonna call over a chef to kind of take a look at it.
It's pretty good. I'd say about 10 gold, right?
I'd be willing to do
Yeah,
20 for
probably.
this. I'd be willing to do 20. Yeah, for the whole thing, the whole lot. Yeah.
Oh, you want to buy it all?
Alright.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. By the whole
yeah.
lot. Yeah.
Sure.
He's interested in buying everything included. So,
all of it. 20
Yeah,
gold, huh?
yeah. He wants the whole lot.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds fine.
Yeah.
You guys
Sure.
aren't going to get in the tanning industry.
I mean,
Look,
you really
I just
wanna
know
keep
how
an
long it took us
antler.
to make a trap, so I'm not.
Yeah, so you guys, he'll buy it for 20. So you guys split that amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
unless you got a better idea.
No. I think that's fine.
You guys can go ahead and roll me insight checks again.
We getting screwed here, probably. Probably getting screwed on the antlers and the hides.
Oh, for sure. But then we also don't have to do anything. So.
Yeah.
So you guys ascertain that you guys could probably make more money if you broke it down and sold it individually to people that are hungry. But that, how much time do you guys want to spend to make an extra 10 gold?
Yeah.
Well, what time is it right now? Like, how long did that hunting trip take us? Is it like evening, like 5?
It's about 5 p.m., yeah.
Okay. Yeah, maybe it's worth it tomorrow, but tonight we could dedicate our time to other things like learning and academic pursuits.
Yeah, I mean, you guys got
Alright.
Both of the kinds.
you guys got some time free, so you guys could essentially do this every day and
Right.
try
Make a
your
little
hand
bit.
at different, methods of how you can make more money.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not particularly proficient with cooking anything. It's not really how I've made my living. So,
Yeah, but we can break it down and sell it in smaller pieces at least. Maybe go, door to door, or I don't know. Do we set up a stall? Like,
Door-to-door meat salesman.
I'm not doing door-to-door sales.
Let's
There's
set up
gotta
a
be. Is
stall.
there? Yeah. Is there like a market stall? I wonder.
We can sell them the meat cheap and then extra for the antidote. If we hit poison.
If we make a little oopsie. Yeah.
Little oopsie. We do have an alchemist.
Brutal. Well, thank y'all. Tip us out to you guys. So yeah, so this evening is free to do with you will.
Did we decide? Did we leave this stuff with him?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's
I'm
fine.
fine
I'll
with
take
that.
the 5 gold for now each.
Sounds good. John, did you want to work on that incendiary stuff?
Yeah, let's see if we can make a few of those.
All right.
Okay. So you guys
For
want to
the
head
three of
back
us?
to the Dancing Dragon and do that there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's better
sure.
than doing it in the street.
Yeah. So yeah, so you guys head back towards again the north side of town. The protests have increased. It seems like every day there's at least 25 to 50 more people every time.
Lord.
Damn.
I mean, it's a pretty big, like
Yeah.
the it's like almost like the area that separates the south from the north. There's that gate, but it's pretty much the town square that's sort of in the middle. So it's a pretty big area. Like you could fit 1,000 people pretty easily in here. And currently there's about 200 protesters.
Right.
And just a shit ton of town guard just watching them.
How many towns guard though? Like, are they severely outnumbered already?
No, they'd be fine. Like,
Okay.
probably about 100 sound guard total that you could see. Like, it seems like it's kind of all hands on deck for the most part. Because they're trained fighters, they probably make pretty quick work. And you see like a lot of protesters are like women and children, and you know what I mean. Like, they're not trying to fight the town guard by any means. They're just trying to get their voice heard.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay.
So yeah, so you guys are able to get through the gates, no issues, get to the Dancing Dragon. Again, Dancing Dragon, dead as fuck.
All right. What do we need to do for this? Like, I assume I can use my alchemist supplies for it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so I assume that we're gonna do 2 checks. We'll have an alchemist check and then a tinkerer's tools check.
So do you want me to do, because there's kind of like there's alchemical crafting as a part of alchemist supplies where I do I can do a skill check with advantage, or I can just do like a proficiency check on something.
I would say this is probably a flat check because you've never done this before.
Okay, so just with the
like you understand the
tinkering
chemicals
alchemist
part of it,
supplies.
but it's how are we incorporating that into what Vesper is making for the casing?
So am I just doing an intelligence probably on that?
Yeah, probably be an intelligence check for both of you guys.
They're not Tinker's tools. Just
Yeah,
intelligence.
because it's you guys are trying to figure out.
Yeah,
Like
mine's
you-
alchemist supplies.
Yeah. Okay, so you're at 23.
I think it's actually the 21 that I rolled first.
Okay.
I don't know why it rolled with advantage. Do I have advantage on? I don't. So, maybe because that's how alchemist supplies work?
It's okay.
I
We'll take
truly
21.
don't know. Alright.
So I'm not rolling Tinker's tools. I'm just rolling straight intelligence.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're able to to research it a bit. You consume no materials and think that you're pretty close to having it finished. Like the only thing that you guys really like for Zarb's part, he pretty much figured out how you're able to control this material inside a casing without it exploding. Right now, the only issue you guys have are the firing pin, like how it will shoot it out and explode without it shooting within the barrel. So I would say if you do one more check tomorrow, that's successful and it's just Vesper, because Zarp figured out his part.
Right.
You guys would probably be able to figure out the recipe for it.
So we loaded one, did a little test firing in the back room of the inn. Maybe it blew up. We were like, oh god, good thing it wasn't in the gun. we'll get that figured out tomorrow.
Whoop.
I would say it wasn't even that. Like you were able to craft a bullet from it, and Vesper, you just have this gut feeling like I need to figure out the pin part of it more because I'm afraid that it will explode in the gun.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you want one more shot at it before you test run it necessarily. Because like go ahead.
Oh, I just thought of this as a side project. Can I take this knowledge and like kind of keep tinkering and make like trick arrows?
Yeah,
If I like take that.
for sure.
Or some hand grenades, maybe.
I would say that yeah, as long as you're working with Zarp about it, because like he's the chemist.
Okay.
So you are figuring out like how to make it work. You're the engineer, and he's the chemist. Yeah. I mean, so I think between the two of you guys can probably make a ton of crazy shit.
Let's make some bombs, bro.
Yeah.
Let's make some sleeping gas bombs.
I got my flashbang. I need my hand grenade to have my combo.
Cool. So I would say this takes about 2-3 hours. So it's it's getting towards 8 or 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you guys want to do before the day is out?
I think that's it.
I think I would like to.
I'm just gonna sit down with Vesper, kind of aside, maybe at the end of the day while we're winding down. Like, hey, have we ever talked about like manufacturing these? Like, kind of pull out my pistol. Like, I know you could probably reproduce this if we had a lot of time, but maybe later on, once we're a little more settled somewhere, we can figure out how to like produce these. I'd love to set up a company and sell them to the right sort of people, of course, not just anyone. But
I think I can figure something out by the process to make these. You're gonna cut me in, right?
Of course.
All right.
Of course.
Then yes, I could
probably have to give the goblin part ownership too, but he's gonna probably have a part to play in this.
I mean, just a writing credit's fine.
I'd just like to be part of the group.
It's like my main publications, it's good for the portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
What's a little military-industrial complex on the side,
I'm gonna check on Kane because I haven't really spent time with him in the last couple of days. See how he's doing.
He's the same. What I mean? He's just he's you go in your room and he's sitting in a chair, looking like 3 feet from the wall, just staring at the wall.
All right.
Yeah. So business as usual for that fellow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You told him not to move 3 days ago.
Those numbers crunch.
Yeah, and he just eats shitty rations.
That's fine.
And only leaves to shit.
Hey, at least you don't have to change them.
Yeah.
True.
Not yet.
Small victories. Yeah. Small victories.
Oh, don't worry. Those checks are coming, baby. Cool. I'm going to take a small bathroom break. Let's do 5 minutes, and then we'll come back, finish the night out.
Okay. Sounds good.
Are you eating a popsicle, sir?
Yo, yogurt fudge bar.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds good.
Yeah, Costco.
Good
These are
choice.
awesome. They got 100 calories for one of these things. These are dope.
Nice.
Yeah. It's the Mormons.
It's the Marmot. It probably is actually. They keep coming by.
Yeah.
Mormons.
Just hang a pentagram on your door.
I
Answer
should.
naked. Answer naked.
That's
with
what
a
I
raw
kept
chicken.
saying, but Aubrey won't let me.
Yeah, with a raw chicken.
Answer naked.
With a raw chicken in one hand and your gaucho knife in the other. Does anyone else feel like we're sitting on a powder keg and it's just about to go south real fast?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the festival is gonna be happy fun times until it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a simple guard job, he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be a
Definitely heard
boring day, he said.
No moral quandaries at all.
No.
Ah.
They're probably gonna blame me.
Oh, I gotta make a map. Shouldn't take me too long, but gotta do up a quick map for you guys for Monday.
Hmm. He was a sales guy. Window cleaning sales. Why?
My
Yeah, you
my
would think
motive.
that.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. You go ahead.
Other, my motivation to build the campaign like fucking comes and goes with the wind.
Yeah, I
You, like,
spent a
super into
lot
it
of
for a couple
time
days.
just building out a world in like January, so I just have space to work with and I can just throw
Oh.
shit around. It's
I'm
fun.
just using the Theros campaign book
Hmm.
or the
It's a fun
setting
one.
book.
I pull a lot of shit from that, like monsters and stuff.
I just can't decide the tone I want. Do I want like ridiculousness or do I want something a little bit more grounded? You know, as far as you can be grounded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to cut a middle ground. I mean, there's a
Like-
city in my world called Orktuga, so like it's not too serious, but
Yeah. But like, if my party took a long rest, would it be out of nowhere to have like a random Zeus check where an animal comes and tries to have sex with you in the middle of the night?
Right.
Do I want that kind of wackiness, or do I want a little bit more soft, serious tone? You failed your Zeus check. A fucking goose just came out of nowhere and tried to sleep with you.
Wow.
these guys are potentially gonna fight a giant goose in their heist. We'll see.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully you can charm the goose.
Who's in your campaign? Is it Nick and Colin, or who's all in it?
Aubrey and Colin and Bree.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Sorry for the delay, boys.
It's all good.
No worries.
All right. Okay, so yeah, so it's about 9 p.m. Anything else before bed?
I think I'm good.
No.
At least on this day.
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone goes to sleep. I would like to see Grim or Bjorn in privates.
Oh
So-
no.
Okay. So as you lay down to sleep, you get a ping on your a message from Dimitri.
Perfect. I was actually just typing you a message.
Oh, nice. Yeah, do you want to? We can address what you have first.
Oh, I was just gonna ping him and ask if he knows anything about the rebellion.
Yeah. So, well, I've heard rumors, but I don't necessarily know anyone that would be directly involved.
Don't know any of the players.
No, I know it's bad for business. I do know that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I wouldn't hate if they went away for sure. They're just gumming up the works.
Yeah, apparently they're causing quite the scene down here.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I don't know much about them. Yeah. I do, however, have a favor to ask from you. So, someone from the Xandar Trading Company reached out to me, and it looks like we're have a rare opportunity of doing them a favor. I would very much like for them to owe me a favor.
understood.
They are downstairs. A representative is downstairs waiting for you right now. They will help them with whatever they need. Let me know anything you need from me is in regards to this. But I think this will help us out quite a bit in our long-term goals.
Understood.
Is there anything else that you need?
No, right now we've been apprehended because we don't have the proper documents, which we are working on sorting out.
I did hear about this. I think the folks downstairs will be able to help you out with that.
Perfect. That's all I'll need to get
All right.
back on task.
Perfect. Sounds good. Don't hesitate if you need anything, all right?
Okay.
Okay. So as you go downstairs, this is going to, like, just point to the booth that they're at. Like, she knows.
Mm-hmm.
And you walk up to the booth, and there's, like a guy sort of waiting. There's a guy in the booth, and there's a guy standing guard with him. The guard's going to move to the side, and he's going to sort of gesture for you to sit down.
Mm-hmm.
Good evening. Thank you for joining me. I trust Dimitri told you I'd be down here, yeah?
He did, yes.
Well, I appreciate you not keeping me waiting. I'm going to get straight to it. We know that we've heard from Dinkins that you're having a little bit of a identification issue.
Mm-hmm.
We know that he's put in a formal request, to get copies of your records from Breakwater. We know that you have no records in Breakwater, so that's going to come back negative. We can get you IDs. That's not an issue. We can get IDs for you and your group. What I need in return is, I'm sure you've heard about this business going on in town.
Yes.
Jimothy's going to be found guilty and hanged. That is a certainty.
I presumed.
And we're afraid of the backlash will affect business very negatively.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot allow operations to cease. We need things to keep going. There's a young elf that is sort of the head of this. And he's going to describe the woman that you saw playing the guitar and sort of leading the protest songs. What I need from you and your group is for her to be silenced. One way or the other. We don't really care. The key is that it cannot lead back to us, and it cannot lead back to any government officials. This has to be something. So it needs to. Again, if you decided to make her no more, it needs to look like something happened. Yeah. If you just want to threaten her, also okay. But it needs to, again, not come back to us. Not come back to the government.
Mm-hmm.
The whole idea is for this not to upset operations. I've already talked with Dimitri about what we're going to do for him in return. But as a little incentive, we can help get you what you need to get going out of here.
Okay.
Dinkins doesn't know, but he knows.
Mm-hmm.
He knows that we're going to solve the problem for him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he really cares about the how and the why.
Okay.
Appreciate you. We'll be in touch. He's going to just get up and walk away. Any questions?
No.
Cool. I'm excited to see how you spin this to the group. Cool. I'll head back to town.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
And then at certain levels, it increases by the 5th. You're 2d6, 3d6. Like that's, I mean, the base stat of 1d6 is huge, anyways.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Probably one of the best cantrips out there.
Yeah, the debuff on it is great, just on a cantrip. I've been using Mind Whip in our other campaign
Mind Sliver?
quite a bit.
Mind Sliver, yeah.
Yeah, Mind Sliver's sick.
Yeah, it's such a broken cantrip.
I've been I've been not liking Toll the Dead as much,
Yeah, Toll the Dead.
and liking
okay.
Mind Sliver way more because it's like because the only reason you want to use a DC cantrip anyway is either for the debuff or because you're within melee range and you don't want a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I just use like Firebolt. You know.
Yeah.
Zarp, can I see you in privates?
Privates.
He wants.
Here I am. Wait,
Here I am. It always turns your camera off when you swap.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Little
Okay.
privacy just in case someone's having a JO
Yeah.
or something.
Okay, so as you lay down to sleep, you hear a voice in your head, and it's Mako, who is the leader of the White Lion faction that is traveling with Gideon. Yeah, and it's like, so you hear she's relaying what Gideon's telling you. Hey, little buddy. We are here in Three Rivers, which is the next town that you guys would go to. It's about 5-6 days away from Redham. And he's gonna say the roads here were pretty dangerous. They've lost a lot of the guard and protection presence, so be careful when you guys travel to Three Rivers. It's gonna be a pretty dangerous road from here to there. Also, there are no White Lions here. They were called up before Redham was. So there's no mercenaries in the town of Redham. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why everyone's getting called to the bigger cities, but just wanted to check in with you about that. And you're able to respond to it. You can go back and forth.
Okay. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure. So wait, you're getting called away too? You guys are?
Well, they got called to Gaia's Cradle.
Right.
That's why they left
right,
Redham.
right.
Yeah. So
Right.
so basically they get to Three Rivers and they essentially find out the same thing happened there, but they've already been gone. Like there's no one there.
Anything you recommend on the road for us to kind of keep safer? Just kind of keep off the path, or?
I would say just travel with people if you can. There's a big delegation coming down from Three Rivers right now with the magistrate who's overseeing the trial that you guys are having down there. So I would say, maybe try and travel back with that group. See how that goes. Yeah, I mean, we were able to steer wide of it, but you can tell that the presence of the White Lions being gone has started to take effect.
Great.
I did put a good word with the mayor, so hopefully that helps.
Oh, awesome! I appreciate it. Thank you for the heads up.
Mm-hmm.
When do you guys head out?
We're leaving tomorrow. We're heading. Basically, Three Rivers is like the. When you get to Three Rivers, you can go straight north. You can go north, east, or northwest, and that sort of depends on if you go to Breakwater, the Citadel, or Gaia's Cradle.
Right.
So they're gonna leave tomorrow and start heading northwest.
All right, well, safe travels, and hopefully we'll talk soon.
Yeah, I'll check in with you when I get to Giles Cradle. But
Appreciate it.
just wanted to give you a heads up.
Thank you, Mako.
Perfect. Yeah, have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Sweet. Let me head back to town.
I think it was like
Shield of Faith. I mean, +2
Shield's
AC.
a lot of-
My AC's not amazing. It's only. Is it only
Shield's a lot
16?
of-
Is that right?
Shield's not a bad first level spell to hold on to.
All right. So yeah, so you guys are able to successfully sleep for the night. When you guys wake up in the morning, Nisa is going to sort of call you guys over when you guys have breakfast.
Before we do that, can I try
Go ahead.
and just make an experimental elixir?
Go ahead.
What is that? All right, a potion of flight.
Sweet. Okay. So yeah. So you guys, Nisa's gonna bring you guys over and just sort of say, so listen, we're gonna be having people come in from Three Rivers pretty soon for the festival. We have a suite we're gonna put you guys in together. Just wanted to give you guys a heads up. I think the next 2 nights you guys will be fine staying in individual rooms, but we're gonna put you in the suite because we're gonna pack the house out for the festival.
All right.
Just wanted to communicate.
Appreciate it, Nisa.
Yep, anytime. So yeah, so you guys,
So after she heads off, I'm just gonna turn to the group and be like, "Hey, so last night I got a dream message from Mako and the White Lions. They're saying the roads, there's a lot less guard activity on the roads, so they're pretty dangerous. So if we can travel in like a caravan with a group of people, that's what he's recommending. And all the White Lion presence is basically gone out of any small towns. They're all getting called to major cities.
Interesting.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah,
No, probably doesn't feel good, but yeah. So with this group coming into town, we might want to head back with them when it's all said and done.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, we'll see why not.
So hunting?
Go check out Rabbit Trap.
Yeah, essentially you guys have 2 or 3 more days until the trial starts, and to where you guys will have another paying gig.
I also got a mysterious message last night. Basically, someone powerful is looking to not let this protest explode, not let this powder keg explode.
Okay.
And they would like us to silence by any means an elf woman who we saw playing the guitar, kind of leading the protest songs.
I don't love that.
That sounds like the opposite of not having it blow up. That sounds like exactly what would make it blow up.
So,
Well,
Like,
Is there gold involved?
I mean, surely we can't. But I mean, they're practicing their right to protest, right?
maybe we have a solution. Maybe we can. I don't know. But this is all about food, right? So what if we teach some of the villagers some hunting skills?
yeah, I mean, my mind immediately went to like, maybe we actually do need to do a soup kitchen.
Right? Maybe we can figure out a way for these people to help themselves.
Yeah.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
If this elf woman is kind of a de facto leader that you, John, were talking about yesterday. Maybe we teach her how to hunt, or I don't know, have her help us set up a soup kitchen of some kind, or
Something to kind of de-escalate.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we bring today's kill back to her, or
Yeah,
see if
maybe we can open the door to a chat.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, or at least part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming we don't want to kill her. This is about getting together.
I would really like to not
Alright.
murder a peaceful protester with a guitar. No.
We could just hide her. We just can hide her for a few days. She only needs to lay low for.
Yeah, I
have
have a
to be
feeling
some
that,
very convenient catacombs.
I just feel like, yeah, that's gonna exacerbate everything, right?
I feel like the chances of her like being willing to just leave or go do something else are pretty slim.
Yeah.
But
Fair enough. Now we can try to de-escalate the situation.
I mean, that would be my hope.
right.
Because they're also mad about the whole trial thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it all started over people just being hungry, not getting enough to eat, which is understandable.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
But I don't really think we can change that. But at least if they can feed themselves.
Right.
Yeah, that might help.
Well, either way, we need a deer, right? We need to bring down another stag for that.
You know, I was thinking actually if we could possibly work together to like herd a flock of birds, we could each take some shots, each bag a few birds. I don't know. Do you think that's more meat than a deer if we each do it that if we do it that way?
I mean, you'd have to bring down a lot of birds to equal a deer.
True. Unless we get some fat geese.
Have we even seen birds around? We probably have, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
Any big waterfowl?
Now you're not
So-
sure what's out there, but there's. You guys
There's
can
stuff.
go out and investigate.
'Cause it's pretty landlocked. I don't think we need waterfowls. Were we pretty inland? If I
Yeah,
remember
you
the
guys
map
I mean, like,
Yep.
you know, like
For geese.
ducks and
Pheasants.
geese and
Yeah,
stuff that would
like
live at lakes
upland
and
game
ponds and
birds.
stuff.
Oh,
Well, let's go see what we can see out there.
'Kay.
Until we get a
Shoot.
better idea.
So you guys are heading towards. I'm assuming where the trap is.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. You guys, again, it's about 3 hours outside of town. Vesper, go ahead and roll me a survival check. Let's see if you found one. Oh yeah, big time.
oh yeah.
Big time. Sarp, you want to roll me a survival check as well to see if you found any ingredients?
Can I do a nature instead?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so you don't find anything particularly, but what you do notice is you do notice a pattern where you think like, oh, if we just go like 40 minutes this way, I'm gonna be able to find something.
Okay.
Like you can see
So-
like, yeah, like you notice by the way the moss is growing on the trees that you've seen this before, and you have a feeling that you're gonna find something just out of the way. Yep.
Do you guys mind if we travel in the 40 minutes this way?
Let's do it.
Sure.
This was fun.
Yeah. For those hunting, go ahead and roll me a survival check to see what tracks you're able to find. And if you let me know what animal you're tracking specifically.
I would just go for another stag, I think.
'Kay.
Another here, so.
Yeah. It's feeling a little spicy. If I can find something bigger, I'll go for that. But stag is acceptable too. Oh,
Okay.
oh.
Ooh-wee.
All right. So you guys, Bjorn and John, you guys see tracks leading the opposite direction of where Sarp wants to go. And you don't see any like venison or deer trails. You see moose trails.
We splitting the party?
And
It's like my least favorite thing.
do I just have a little cage of live rabbit?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Do we have any way to communicate?
Well, I could send Bida to you guys, and she could potentially make it all the way to you if something happens to me.
We can just meet back here like in 2 hours.
See how that goes.
Sounds good.
All right.
So you guys split off. You're going 2 and 2.
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we see multiple moose tracks or just one?
Just one. Like
You
you
got
like
this.
it's
I
huge.
think- Yeah.
I'll go with the artificers. You got this.
I don't.
You
mean,
can sneak away if something
you're
happens,
like-
right?
Yeah, I feel like I'll be okay.
Okay.
Do you want someone to go with you, or are you good on your own?
Pretty sure I'll be fine.
Alright.
I can
Here,
sneak away.
I'm gonna give you my bag of holding
Oh,
if you need to pack out more meat than you think you need.
yeah. Can fit a whole moose in here.
Yeah.
900-pound moose just in that
Yeah.
bag.
Every item's bloody as shit when you get it back.
Well, it was all covered in like dirt and
Right.
shit, anyways.
Okay, so Bjorn, you're able to like John shows you the tracks, and you're able to follow it pretty easily. And so but it's pretty. That's probably another 2.5 hours out from where you were.
Okay.
So it's quite a hike. But you see it, so if you want, you can sneak up and make a shot for me.
Yeah. I'll do it. I am going to cast Pass Without a Trace on myself.
Sounds great.
No fucking this one up. So it's a 30 with Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Does not hear you at all.
You don't even hear your own heartbeat with that.
Yeah, and again, you make the same shot you made yesterday.
Sweet. Now I
Yeah.
got to dress this thing.
Yep. Now you gotta dress this thing.
Yeah. I don't have anything to communicate with them, so I'm going to try and dress it.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a nature check. It does not look as good. You're able to, like, yeah, it doesn't look. You're able to get most of the meat. I would say like the only issue you have is you cut into the guts a little bit and it opens up. Like you go a little too far and it opens up on some of the inside meats. So you're able to get 75% of the meat. You're not able to get any of the hide. You are able to get the antlers though.
Okay.
So I would say that
Shove them into the bag of holding and then make my way back.
yeah, to dress it, it's going to take you at least an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So I imagine most of they're probably just like, well, he's dead. And so meanwhile, with you guys are heading towards where you guys think the mushrooms are, yeah? Yep. Go ahead and everyone make me a perception check. So as you guys, for you, it's not nearly as far. It's maybe 45 minutes, the opposite direction. And Zarp, you just have your head you're like a hound dog, just eyes peeled on the ground, looking because you know they're going to be here. Vesper and Bjorn and John, you don't really know what you're looking for. You guys are just kind of enjoying a nice hike in the woods, you know.
Is that it? Is that it?
Yeah, 100%. And then after 25 no's, you point at a tree and you see like a bunch of like chanterelles across the tree, and you're like, oh, that is actually it. So you're able to get quite a bit of, I would say, enough to make like 4 or 5 different meals, like to add to other ingredients. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you like if you are gonna open a soup kitchen, you guys have a pretty good start.
As we're walking along as well, I'm keeping my eye out for targets of opportunity of like small game, any rabbits or small birds or anything
Okay.
I can just pop real quick.
Go ahead and make me a nature check.
I'm bad at that. Oh,
Oh,
Ah.
no.
it's so pretty out here.
So you see quill tracks, and there at least 4 or 5 times you follow the quill tracks. Like you're like, all right, I'll be right back, and you follow the quill, and they just sort of lead you in circles. Like you like somehow like you follow the quill tracks, and then you like pop back on the trail ahead of everyone, and they're just like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? But you're not able to actually see the quail.
No, I was always better at fishing as a sailor.
Naturally.
With that roll, I'm surprised you can even tell an ocean from a river.
But yeah, you guys are able to have a pretty decent home. You guys could set another trap if you want.
Yeah, I'll try that.
So you guys just reset the trap sort of where you guys find the chanterelles in.
Yeah, well, I guess. Did we kill the rabbit? Is it an adorable rabbit? Did I keep the rabbit?
That's a you question.
Yeah, I guess we can kill the rabbit and set the trap again.
Yeah.
I'll hand the live rabbit over to John. I can't kill it. I'll just kind of look away.
I'll turn away from you guys, and you just hear a dull thud as I just pistol whip it in the head.
Yeah, you do hear the saddest scream of a rabbit.
Oh,
Oh.
Who's dressing it?
Not me. I'll hand it back.
I'll do it. I'll
Alright,
take
go ahead.
it. And...
Go ahead and make me a nature check. You've done this before. Rabbits
Okay.
are, you know what I mean? Like you did live off
Yeah.
the land for quite a bit of time. So you make a small incision and then you're able to just essentially pull the hide from the body pretty easily. So yeah, so you guys have a
Can I-
hide for a rabbit, the rat meat.
Can I have
the
the
rat
foot?
meat. The what?
The foot. I want to make a lucky charm.
Oh, there you go.
Rabbit's foot.
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
Cool. Because I'm
Lop
lucky
off
already.
one of them for
Need
you.
a charm. Thank you.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and make perception checks. One from Bjorn and one from someone in the group of the 3 of you.
I'll do one.
go ahead.
Okay.
Make us proud.
Yeah.
There it is. Redemption.
Yeah, so you guys head back towards to where you guys said you were going to meet originally, and you guys sit for like 3 hours waiting for Bjorn. And as you guys are like, well, I guess we head back to town. You hear Bjorn stomping through the forest. Then you guys are able to reconvene.
Got the moose. Didn't dress it as pretty as you, Zarp, but I think I got most of it.
Sweet.
I know.
So at this point, it's probably 6 p.m. And so if you guys head back to town now, you guys like arrive around 9:30.
Sounds good. Might as well get going.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys, are able to make it to town with no issues. Again, you guys hit in from the south side. Guards let you in, no problem. as you guys get towards the middle of town, you notice that it's about 300 protesters now. And you can see the elf lady sort of yelling out to everybody.
We gotta
Sort of
figure out-
chanting.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to approach her right now.
Hey,
So-
she kind of in the middle. She have to like. Where's
She's
she at?
she's right in the middle.
Dead center.
Everyone's listening to her.
Oh.
There's like a bonfire they've made that everyone sort of sits around. It's like, so when she was playing her guitar, she was sitting in the same place. You know, but now she's, you know, chanting, and it's a bit more aggressive than you've heard in the past.
Should we just kind of sit and wait for an opening to come to chat with her?
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Yeah? All right.
Yeah. Surely they can't sit here and chant for 8 hours, right?
How about this?
Surely.
If we portion up that meat, maybe sell some of it and give her the other part. We can take some out and sell it while we're waiting for an opportunity. Some of us
We can sell the antlers.
sell the antlers at least.
Sure.
I think it's gonna take quite some convincing. The more meat, the
Yeah.
better. I think in terms of convincing her, there's an alternative path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Bjorn, you're covered in blood.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, maybe we get. Maybe Bjorn takes a shower or takes a bath, and then we come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's recoup, get everything going, and then
Back to the
head
Dancing
back.
Dragon, get some dinner, bathe, and come back.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a plan.
So you guys go in. You guys have a little dinner. Nissa has bows drawn for you guys, for those that are interested. You guys finish up, and you guys head towards the gate, and it's closed. It's like 11 p.m.
Shit. It took too long.
Can we see through the gates like a barred gate, or is it like a solid?
Yeah, I mean, it's a barred gate. You can see through it for sure.
Like, is the process still going on? Can we see from there?
Yeah, the protests don't stop at this point.
Oh,
You don't hear any chanting anymore.
oh, and the guards are nowhere near this gate.
No, there's not a guard at the station to let you guys in anymore, but there's tons of guards on the inside of the courtyard.
But they would see if that gate opened, is what I'm asking.
But yeah, for sure.
Damn it. Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I can open the gate. I think.
We could also just ask them to open the gate. Or try to talk to her in the morning.
Do we
It's
know
like
if
2 or
she's
3
dead?
days until the trial.
Yeah, you guys are starting tomorrow. You guys will be 2 days away from the trial, so you have 2 more
I guess
days
we
after
can-
today.
We can just go really early in the morning and just wait for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has to sleep, right?
It seems like in the morning it wasn't so.
Isn't she an elf?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's she needs to
She
meditate.
probably doesn't need to sleep much.
Yeah, she's trancing.
All right, well, yeah, let's do it in the morning. I mean, I can't imagine.
I mean,
Hopefully
she's not
nothing
going
pops up
anywhere,
tonight.
obviously.
Yeah. No. All right.
Cool. You guys head back to Dancing Dragon. Anything you want to do before you guys?
Should we
Overnight?
make something with this soup, or just let it sit in the bag of holding overnight?
Oh, with
All this
the
moose.
moose.
Yeah.
Um, is there any way to chill it? Anyone know any frost
I-
magic? We can.
I actually do know frost magic, but I think bag of holding or like actually keeps food. I don't know if that was a homebrew thing that my buddy said, or if it actually
Like, keeps it in a
Keeps-
state.
keeps it in a state because it's like a pocket dimension.
That I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
DM?
Well, you guys can certainly try.
I don't love that.
What if? I mean, Nisa's not busy. She might have like somewhere we could store it.
Yeah, we could, like, salt it or something.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to approach Anissa to see if she has freezer space for you?
Yep.
Yeah,
Sure
sure.
do.
Or you just hang it by a fire and smoke it.
Yeah, do something with it. Yeah, I'll
That's
ask
my
Nisa if
limited
she has
knowledge
a
of
way to
cooking.
keep this.
If she what?
Some way to
If she
keep
just
and
has a way to
preserve
preserve it. Yeah. Salt, smoke, chill.
Do you show her the size of what you have?
I think I'll just
Yes.
tell her that we brought down a
Mhm.
moose.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll know what size a moose is. She said, "Well, I don't have everything for that size. I mean, there's a place in town that takes care of that, but they're not. I mean, it's gonna be hard to get. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to get that right now. I mean, it's cold at night. You can try and leave it outside and see how it goes. Have a cellar you can put it in, but again, I don't know how great that'll be. Salt will help. I can sell you some salt.
Sure, let's salt it.
You can have
Yeah.
it salted, and that would work.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's buy a little salt then.
Perfect. She writes down artisanal salt to charge the mayor.
Yes. Yes.
Actually, yes.
Only the finest salt that you have,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah,
See,
right.
see, you guys get a nice Himalayan rock
Okay.
salt. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Pink Pfeiffer horn salt,
Yeah.
please.
totally. Yeah, she's just raking in money
Perfect.
from the mayor.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay.
So
loves it.
you
He
guys are
loves
able to
it.
salt it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he's her money pig.
Yeah.
He likes it. Yeah, and then we'll call it a night. And try to talk to
Yep.
this elf in the morning.
Yep.
All right. Let me see John Hawken privates.
Oh god.
Oh noes.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Sorry, I fucked up. How do I go back to? No. All right, there we go. Okay. So as you go to sleep, you are awoken by Kane.
Oh
You,
god.
you just feel like your arm sort of shake you, and as you wake up, he puts his finger to his mouth, and he just touches you, and you immediately have a vision. You have a vision of a orphaned boy.
Okay.
You ascertain from the message that it's an orphan boy, and you see him being adopted by a family with blonde hair. It's a pretty stout gentleman, with blondish, almost white hair. Think of the Targaryens. That's that status of blonde.
Okay.
A woman and what looks to be a. How old is John again?
Probably mid-30s, I would say.
Mid-30s. So you see a boy that's probably in his teenage years. You know what I mean? A boy almost of age with them as well.
A stout man, a woman, and a teenage boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the boy's probably 16, 17, something like that.
Okay. And the boy I take to be adopted.
Yep, he's dark hair. Dark-haired boy. So you can kind of tell that they're kind of ogling over him a little bit. You know what I mean? The place that you guys are picking him up from looks very shitty. You get the essence of being there almost. You know what I mean? Like you can smell the human waste. You know what I mean? You can it's you can feel the humidity of that in the air.
Right.
As you're there. But yeah, it appears like they're adopting the boy. And then you immediately flash to you see Redham completely on fire. The whole thing just burning. Pillars and pillars of smoke. You can feel the heat from the flames. You can see the smoke just billowing in the sky.
Okay.
Then you kind of come to. Kane's gone. but your cloak and your like bed smell like smoke.
Whoa. Okay.
So yeah, we'll head back to town.
Okay.
That's that breaking point,
Yeah.
I don't know I think they might be too riled up now. And a guy writing a letter from prison, I feel like some people would definitely take as like he's being influenced.
Forced, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me see Vesper in private.
Oh, I took big trouble. Yo.
Yo. Okay, so you get a message on your sending
Yo.
stone, and it's the colonel. You're like the person that gave you this that you've been sort of checking in with and checking out with. And so like basically what's happened so far is that you've established a trading route for your company, so that you're able to transfer quite a bit. And I would say that like during this downtime that you guys have here, you're able to make a few contacts in town to to basically transfer some plasteel, which is material you would need for your business, more or less. But the colonel's going to message you and say, I have some unfortunate news to bestow upon you. The Port Orange was captured. Sort of the same thing that happened to it's like another port city that is in your country, and sort of the same way that your hometown was captured and destroyed. The same thing has now happened to another port town. They are operating. The presence is growing larger here. We've had a few other people also acquire some materials that will be heading here. We need you to make it back here as soon as possible. Find as much help along the way as you can. You should be able to. There are people that have the same interests that you do at heart. So just find as many people you can for the cause as possible.
Okay. I'll ask him about the two idiots who got captured if they want me to do anything about it.
No, we already have a man on the job.
What?
Just lay low.
What? Do we have any contacts in Brookwater? They're checking my identification, and I'm not sure I'll pass their security check. I don't know if we can have someone.
I don't. We don't have any. We're not able to help with that, unfortunately. And he is debriefed on what happened. You know what I mean? Like he understands that you that you guys got captured and that you guys are, if you want to continue to do business, I would say go to Breakwater and get identification or find identification by some means. If not, I would smuggle yourself out of the country.
Okay. Because Breakwater is the port city, right? I'm just
yeah.
My notes. So that would be the best way for me to get to, not Port Orange, but
back home.
Back home.
I mean, there are multiple ways. I will say this, that they have gotten very bold, and they've been coming through Gaia's Cradle directly, and they're just okay with losing the people along the way. Because the area from Gaia's Cradle to where you are at, it's like, so the way you went, right, to get to here.
Yeah, I went around, right?
It's like 9 months. You know what I mean? It's insane. The trip from Gaia's Cradle directly there is like 3 days, 4 days via boat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just very dangerous trip. And so what he's telling you is that like they're getting bold and they're just using that route to get there. And what you would know is this is sort of like during your negotiations when you guys were at Sunhurst, when you when you met with Captain Soley or Captain Gilly, is he's telling like he was offering you like, hey, listen, like you kind of got to know him a little bit more because he was initially just like, yeah, of course, you can absolutely pay me to transfer shit for 9 months and pay me the entire way. But he kind of got to know you a little bit, and like he found out you were pay like that you could offer a per trip situation.
Oh.
So, and he's like, listen, I can safely navigate you from Gaia's Cradle to
Yeah, I have that in my notes.
pretty
So
easily.
that's gonna be my next question. If we have, assuming we have some agents kind of around this continent, like
for
the-
sure, everywhere.
if they keep an eye out for Captain Gilly, because I remember he disappeared on me.
Hmm.
That's how probably the best way to get back
Okay.
the fastest. So
I
I'll
will.
just
I
have
will
to-
keep an eye. I will put some feelers out to my agents within the field, and then I will get back to you as soon as I find something.
Okay, and then I'm gonna ask him about if he knows anything about this Jimothy character. If that sounds familiar at all. Gotta let them know what's going on. See if he gives any feedback or if that even concerns him at all.
No, he's not with us.
Okay.
We're mostly concerned about our agents, but he is definitely not with us. From what I understand, there's a lot of civil unrest in the area you're at,
Yeah.
which is not surprising. That's the downfall of being a massive empire. You don't really care about your people, so I'm not surprised they're having issues. To be honest with you.
All right, and I think the last thing I have is I'm not sure if I told them, but I'll tell them about them building that ports that like when I went to go investigate that military encampment. I'll just tell them what I found. I'm sure I'm gonna-
Well, no doubts that's for them to invade. No doubts they're it's not shocking that that port that they're trying to build is that close to the military encampment. And they have a pretty good knowledge of Xandar. You know what I mean? Like they've had agents here for quite a while. So, he would, essentially like the reason they're doing the encampment there is because it's where no one else is and there's no eyes on them.
Yeah.
So they can basically have this proxy war without anyone really knowing. But we have something in plans. I mean, we're not going to go down without a fight. I assure you this. And the genocide they've committed here will not. It will be an eye for an eye situation. So, lay low, make as many contacts with people that you can. It sounds like people are ripe for the picking as far as wanting to convert, and we offer a better living situation, we think, and we have our eyes set on eliminating them.
I'll try to convince as many people as I can.
Appreciate you. I'll be checking in soon with you. If you need anything, just let me know.
Yeah, we'll do.
Appreciate you.
Thanks,
We're gonna head back to
Captain.
town.
I just don't think they can shoot as well. I
Burps,
think
burps,
Yeah,
burps.
they're-
is decent.
Their accuracy sucks, but volume of fire, same thing in Total War. Like you have so many units that
Yeah, there's just the green tide them, right? And eventually someone's got to hit.
yeah. That's also if you're shooting like something the size of a 6-story building,
Yeah. Is it the Total Warhammer or Total War 3 that you're playing?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right,
Sounds
we're back.
all
We're
the-
back. We're back.
All the stuff.
I've always wanted to try Warhammer, but another hobby to blow money on. And like, where does it end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice,
hobbies
yeah.
do be costing lots of dollars.
Yeah, they'd be
But
expensive out here.
I might pick up that new Thunder Junction magic set that's coming out in here in a couple
Oh
weeks.
yeah. The
Just-
cowboy one.
Yeah, just for that fucking sword. That's disgusting.
That's how they get you, dude.
Uh-huh.
Dude, did you read
That's
that
how
new
they get
sword?
you, dude.
Did you read that new sword that came out?
Dude, I don't look at any new magic. It just
Oh,
pisses
dude.
me off.
Bro,
They
this is
just keep
broken
making
as
them more and
fuck.
more powerful.
Yeah.
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 There's,
I
like-
mean, Total War Warhammer is the same. The power creep is very real.
Oh
But-
yeah.
Protection from instants and sorceries.
Yeah, that's
And you get a copy, so any spell you cast, you copy it.
yeah.
It's just like that's fucking ridiculous.
What mana cost is it?
It's a sword. It's a 3 mana cost artifact and 2 to equip. It's one of the swords, like fire
Yeah.
and ice and all that. It's ridiculous.
Dum.
And plus and 2 plus 2, I guess, but that's like a negligible compared to the
The
protection.
effect
From,
of it.
yeah. I ain't swing. Put that shit on something that's indestructible. I'm never swinging.
Yeah, for sure. Gross. Yeah, you just got to get sacrificed. That's the only way they get you.
Yeah, basically. With
Yeah.
total board wipe, I assume.
Yeah. Sweet. All right. Well, you guys are able to successfully sleep the night. You guys salted your meats, so you guys are fine. It is now the morning. You guys have today and tomorrow before the trial.
All right, let's go make a new friend, I guess.
Yeah, we'll just head straight to the elf woman
Yeah. Yep. We'll eat breakfast later.
with the meat in tow.
Yeah. So as you guys approach, you can see the lady. She's just like, they're not protesting at the moment. They're just kind of hanging out.
Who's got good charisma?
Yeah. Not
No
I.
one.
Nope, not good.
I'm more decent at persuasion.
There you go.
So I will walk up to her.
You walk directly to her, yeah.
Yeah.
So as soon as you and the party gets there, you see like 5 dudes just kind of converge on you from the outsides.
Mhm.
That's like, what can we do for you, fella?
We've got a proposition for this fine lady.
Well,
Wanted
let's
to
hear it.
make her acquaintance. Seems important.
Let's hear it. What proposition is it?
Are we within earshot of the lady as well, or just you guys like cut us off?
You're probably 10 feet away from the lady.
Do you all speak for her?
I mean, I don't know. We don't. I mean, no one speaks for her, but we are here to make sure she's safe. So I'd just like to hear the nature of the business before we let you in.
We're
Oh.
here to try and find some peace for everyone.
Go ahead and make your persuasion check there, Zarp.
Maybe I shouldn't have butted in. I'm sorry.
Natural 20. Natural
Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty good.
Okay. I grin and like hold a bag, like a bag of holding.
mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, like mushrooms and meat kind of out the top.
with your thumbs just on top, and he's like, "Dude, your thumbs are still up." And he's like, "Okay, you can go in and talk to her." And he's gonna stop the rest of you, but he'll let Zarp through.
Ah, fuck. Okay. All right, I'll walk up to her. Hello. My name is Zarpar Shroom Pincher. It's lovely to meet you.
She sort of tips her hat and says, "What can I do for you?"
So we've been kind of seeing the events going down over the past few days, and we're a little bit concerned about not only the safety of the town, but the safety of everyone involved here, even your protesters. They seem obviously and justifiably quite charged up. We were wondering if we could help out in any way to de-escalate what's going on here by maybe, for one, starting with offering you fine folks some food we got, and then maybe working together to not only help you harvest more food to ease that kind of tension, but also maybe we could see if there's anything we could put, any sort of word we could put in for young Jimothy as well.
So she's gonna sort of address the first part. Yeah, what happened to those farm boys is sad, isn't it? I'm afraid they're gonna find
Truly.
the news for what they happened. It's a real shame. Well, I mean, I'm hearing what you're saying. I think food would go a long way as far as winning some resolve with these people. But the issues we have are beyond just one meal. It's beyond even a few meals. You know, I mean, we create a product here that we don't get to consume. You know, our lives are spent working. We work our hands to the bone on these farms, and we don't get to partake in the product that we make.
Have you ever tried to have a forum with the mayor about this?
We've talked with the mayor about it. I mean, and we've heard the mayor's side. I understand where he's coming from. He's not an unreasonable man. You know, it's not really in his hands. You know,
Right.
I know that he spends quite a bit of money. Most of our tax dollar goes towards subsidizing food. You know, I know that he goes with less towns guard than he should to help supplement food for everybody. Our issue is not really with the government. It's with the corporations that are here. You know, the East Sandar Trading Company exploits this land, exploits the people, and there's not really much that we can do about it. There's not really much that the mayor can do about it. It seems like we're at a stalemate. You know, it seems like the only thing we can do is do this, make them understand that we're not willing to participate in this game anymore.
I just worry that this is going to get violent before it gets resolved, if it gets resolved at all, and the only people who might suffer any real consequences, your people here.
Well, I mean, I think we're already, you know, we're not going to be violent. We have no interest in being violent with anybody, and we're already suffering.
Are you sure? Because it's looking pretty explosive out here.
I mean, tensions are tough, you know, but my people aren't going to lay a hand unless they, you know, are laid upon first. You know, I think what happened with the farm boys is an isolated situation.
Right.
You know, from what I understand, those boys heard some voices in their head, some sort of witchcraft. You know, but beyond that, beyond people instigating fights, you know, we're not going to try anything. But we, you know, we've lived with this for too long, you know, and we're not going to take it anymore. Am I right? And like you hear a bunch of people like just yell around here, like, and that they agree.
Well, how about in exchange for this food, you have a sit down with my compatriots and maybe we can start thinking of some other alternatives. Maybe not even to slow this protest down, but to figure out a way forward that makes sense. Maybe there's something we can do to help with everyone, with all the fine folks here.
Well, I'd be a pretty terrible leader if I wasn't willing to at least take a meeting with you guys. So I accept those terms. Why don't you guys meet me out at where we're located? And she's going to sort of describe to you like a little farmhouse. It's like just on the outside of town a little bit. It's like sort of in the same area where the East Sandar Trading Company is held up. There are some like privately owned farms.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to describe to you where she's going to be at. And she says, meet me there tonight around 8 p.m. And I'm willing to hear you and your group out.
Great. And I just like awkwardly take out this bag of holding and go like, just kind of is there like a table or like?
It's just ground. You know what I mean? It's just ground. You know
okay.
what I mean? Like, yeah.
I'm like, what, meat? I don't know. Do you want it on the ground?
That's fine. They'll take care of it.
Okay, I just kind of like take it out. And okay, we'll see you tonight. Sorry, I didn't. You didn't give your name, and I put my hand out.
She's gonna shake your hand. She goes, Miss Moonshine.
Miss Moonshine. Well, thank you for hearing us out, Miss Moonshine. Hopefully we can figure something out together.
Appreciate you. And like, so you kind of walk away and you look back and you just see the people are just like with the quickness, like a chicken going for like a roost full of chickens going for a mouse. They just cut up this meat and get it cooking so fucking quick.
All right. So I walk back to the group. We've got a meeting tonight. I couldn't convince her to stop, but maybe we can figure something out. But also, she said they're not going to be violent unless provoked.
I'm worried about them being provoked. That's the problem. Especially with, what's his name coming into town? Mr. Big Wig Justice Minister, whoever he is. They might want to make a show of it,
I wonder
Those
if we need
guys
to-
that cut us off seemed like they could be provoked easier than Gideon was.
Possible.
Well, I mean, I don't know if he was so easy to be easily provoked by me.
Definitely not holding a grudge.
That Gideon, am I right? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I wonder, should we be trying to run some interference here, or are we just gonna let this play out and see?
I mean, I think we meet with her tonight and see.
All right.
Just talk at least. Try and come up with a plan. Something to, at the very least, forestall events. And
Yeah.
I mean,
try.
I'll kind of drop my voice. What if we tell her that we've been hired to take her out and we're worried about her safety because we're probably not the only people. Maybe we can smuggle her out of here or something.
Risky.
Yeah.
It is the truth.
Very risky.
It is risky.
Also, she might be willing to be a martyr.
Yeah, there's also that. I mean, elves don't really fuck around,
She's gonna find out sooner or later, right?
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
We can talk to her.
All right.
Anything else y'all want to do?
Oh, this is morning, right? So we got all day still.
Yeah.
Before we need to talk to her. What are we going to do?
Did she say a time?
8
8 p.m.?
8 p.m. I mean, we could go out and hunt more, or if we want to work. Oh, John, we could work a little bit more on your schematics.
Yeah.
Your research, if you want.
How safe do you feel going out hunting on your own, Bjorn?
I mean, fine. It was fine yesterday, but also I thought about trying to just ask around and see if we can learn anything about the King's Rebellion or anyone that might be
Sure.
involved.
Learn some more about Miss Moonshine, too. See if we can find out about her reputation.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm on board for that.
All right, where do you guys want to head?
So I guess we'll head back to the inn to do this research for now, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Vesper, go ahead and make me another intelligence check.
Let's see if I had my coffee this morning.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
big
Boy,
time.
I had a good roast.
Yeah, so you're able to see, so it takes about an hour and a half to get this done, but you're able to figure out, we can. I feel very calm. Like, you make an incendiary round. John, you go out of the tavern and test it, notifying the guards that you're going to be testing it, so there's no. I bet it works perfectly.
All right, so I got 9 then, because I used 1 for testing.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you have 9. Yeah.
All right, did we ever decide on the stats for these?
I don't think we did.
Okay, that's okay. I'm assuming we're not going to get into a fight in the next 30 minutes.
Yeah,
An
you never know.
hour-ish.
Is that a challenge?
Yeah.
All right.
And then while they do that, I would like to find kind of maybe I'll do it in. I'd like to find some little corner that I can step into and then cast Disguise Self.
Okay. You can do it in your room.
Yeah, but then I gotta walk out through the. Well, it should be fine.
Yeah.
I just want to look like a generic townsfolk.
Yeah.
Like an amalgamation of all the people we've been walking past.
Yeah. John, so I would say that your incendiary be a D6. You add a D6 when you use it.
Extra D6 fire damage?
Yep.
Or is just the whole thing fire damage plus an extra D6?
It'd be no, it'd be an extra D6 fire damage.
Okay.
And then if we find that it's not working, we can adjust. We do a little more extra research to see how you can make the whole thing.
For sure.
Yeah. Do you disguise self? You look like a Heathcliff's brother.
Perfect. um, and then I kind of want to, like, without causing too much of a scene, ask about Miss Moonshine out at the protest grounds and kind of ask like what people know about her, if they know anything.
Go ahead
Notable.
and make me a performance check.
Ooh,
Performance.
and some play acting. Nice.
Pretty good. Again, you feel like you talked to Heathcliff enough times that you got it down. You know what I mean? Like, this is not your first time having to do this kind of thing either. So you talk to a few, like you kind of go through different groups, and like at first it's kind of awkward. Like, how about that Miss Moonshine, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But as you sort of like get the feel, you read the room a bit more, and you kind of get to talking to everybody. And really, it's just she's this has sort of been something that's been coming for a long time. You know what I mean? Like Jimothy was sort of the catalyst for this happening, but this has been something that's been brewing and been culminating for the last few years. Every year the price of food increases. And every year they seem to produce more food that doesn't go to the city. And like they're infuriated by the fact that they provide so much food and they have to ship food from somewhere else to eat. And they have no agency. Essentially, they're like, it feels like no taxation without representation. Like they're done with it. You know what I mean? And Miss Moonshine's really just a mouthpiece for the people.
Okay. She doesn't have like a previous rap sheet or anything.
No. She's just like she was a housewife whose husband died while on the job. And so she just she's a voice for the people that don't have a voice, more or less. But she doesn't hold any power aside from just being a trusted person that everyone kind of takes her issues with. And like I would say, you would ascertain with a 19 that like she has meetings sort of all day with people coming to her with issues. So her meeting you guys, like she may just think that you are someone that has issues that she wants to try and help resolve. You know what I mean? Like that's sort of the area of where she's coming from a little bit.
Okay. And then I also want to spend time seeing if I can ascertain any leads at all about the King's Rebellion. If there's any.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
No.
So you don't notice it, like, again, this is treason. You know what I mean? So no one's outright about it. You do sort of walk around town a little bit and sort of notice different areas, and you just kind of see what you can see. You watch people quite a bit. You watch establishments quite a bit. You spend probably 6 hours doing this. Like a good portion of your day is just kind of walking around checking out people. Like you may have to, disguise. Well, and even then, like once you do the crowd, you can walk around as yourself. It doesn't really matter. Like you're just another person in the sea of people. It is the south part of town. You do notice that a cafe, that there's a cafe that is sort of in a side alley a little bit. Like it seems like a terrible location for a business, like that is having foot traffic. And you do notice that like the cafe is sort of set up so there's like a patio and everyone kind of sits on the patio and eats. And to go inside, there's a man that they like will go in and talk to. And some people he will let in, and some people he doesn't let in.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll take that information back to the group. It seems like we could check out this cafe. sketchy man blocking the door. But I don't know how quietly we could do it. And as far as Miss Moonshine goes, she seems pretty clean, pretty
I
simple.
mean, I'm down for sneaking about. Trying it out.
Cafe. Yeah.
I do have my invisibility spell, so I could probably try and creep on in there.
Can make a distraction.
How long does this thing last? Lasts an hour. So actually, a couple of us could go in. I got a couple uses of that in the old alchemist bag.
Just trying to.
Who's the bet? Probably what, Bjorn as well. You're pretty sneaky.
Yeah.
If we make you
His
invisible.
rolls, he'd walk right in the front door. They wouldn't see him.
So you guys definitely have a few hours before your meeting with
Sure.
Okay.
Why don't we
this moonshine.
use up my spells and try it out?
Okay.
All right. So I cast invisibility on both Bjorn and myself.
Okay. So you guys head to the cafe.
When we get like out,
Mhm.
yeah, like
Yeah,
kind of
closer.
near the cafe. Yeah, in an alleyway or something.
Do we need? You need me to talk to the guy to like distract him so you can slip past him?
Probably.
Yeah.
So he's not actually standing in the doorway.
Yeah, make a
Yeah.
hole to do.
All right, Vesper, you're my date.
Okay.
Not on the town.
Just kind of like lower my shirt a little bit.
This is why you get asked to prep the meat, buddy. Just jokes.
Just
So
before
yeah.
we go invisible, I'll cast Pass Without a Trace as well, just so we get like the silencing effect from
Okay.
it.
Sounds good. Couple of sneaky fellows. So you guys approach the cafe, which is entitled the Greenhouse Effect. And
Take Vesper's hand in my arm, like we're a couple, and just walk right up to the guy and be like, "Good evening, sir. We're from out of town. We're looking for a nice place for a romantic dinner. What do you recommend? How's the menu here? Do you have a menu we can look at?"
so he's gonna point towards the patio and say, "Host is over there," and point you towards the hostess. That is you definitely walk past her to go to like the side back door.
Nice.
It's like you went to Rhodesia and you went right to the kitchen. You're just like, where do I sit?
Walk back to the grill.
Yeah. I'd like a table for two, please.
No, very well.
So you go to talk to the host, she'll seat you.
Is that the extent of your distraction?
We're just
I feel like
standing
this
there
guy's gonna
invisible,
fight
being like,
me.
This is why you always need to learn Fireball.
okay.
So I'd say after like
Plan
10
B.
minutes, someone will walk up, and you guys are right by the door, right? Because you guys are kind of waiting to get in. He's gonna walk up to the guy. The guy clearly recognizes him, but he's gonna show him like a little badge. And so the guy's gonna open the door for him. So go ahead and make me tell check to see if you guys can get in. Go ahead.
Sorry, I wanted to get a little check on that badge, see what.
Yeah, same actually.
I
I
can
want
see
to
what
look
it
at the
looks
badge.
like.
Well, only these two are gonna be able to see because they're by the door getting checked.
You guys are apparently
Yeah.
just out on a date now.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
busy, just
Yeah.
sipping some wine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can I take a look at that?
Yeah.
Can I take a look at that badge?
What does this small talk sound like? What's going on at dinner? Let's cut to that scene real quick. You can't see the badge because you're pretty far away. Like you left to where the host stand was, and you are now sitting down with John having a romantic dinner.
Can I sit facing that door so I see who walks in?
Totally, 100%.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the other side, just oblivious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep an eye who walks in.
Well, I
Yeah.
tried.
Oh well.
Yeah, I'll try and take a look at that badge. So perception on that?
Do an investigation check for me.
Investigation. Sure.
Like to as well, as I'm standing there with him.
So Zarp, the way that he shows you, it's just above your head. You know what I mean? Like
Plastic.
you're like, oh shit. It looks like a badge of some type. It's like almost like when you go to a conference, they have like your name tags. It's like I'm with the conference. That's kind of what it looks like, a little bit.
Okay.
But it's like not in like a lanyard or anything like that. It's just like a card that they show. But it's like not paper. And go ahead and make me sell checks to see if you guys want to try and sneak in when he opens the door.
Mm-hmm.
Do we get advantage for being invisible?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we add 10 for
Yeah.
pass
I
without a
think-
trace.
I'd be shocked if you guys fuck this up.
That's not the right thing.
Never say never.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that advantage coming in strong.
Yeah, you guys are able to get in no problem whatsoever. So you guys get in and you see that it's
Be right back 1 second.
in fact, I'm gonna pee real quick too, then we'll finish up the scene.
Zarp just goes under the legs.
Yeah.
Little goblin slide.
Pass without a trace. Let's go.
Good one. It's classic.
That's a 38 self.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that.
You're good. Okay, so you guys are able to get in, and you guys see a pale-skinned, dark-haired half-elf with striking black eyes, a little curvy. She's got waves in her hair, and she is giving a sermon. You see next to her a Luxodon, a giant elephant boy,
Ooh.
and 2 orcs on her other side. And she's giving
Okay.
a religious sermon. And like sort of the thing she's talking about is you know how the child of light is here, and
Oh,
how
God.
how the child of light is walking these grounds, and that she has it on the highest authority that they already have found him. And she says him specifically.
All right.
So go ahead and make me a religion check, both of you.
Am I good at religion?
I am not.
This could go either way, and it's
I would say with both of those rolls together, you guys are able to ascertain this is definitely not a meeting of the King's Rebellion. This is something different.
right. We're in a cult.
Yeah.
Don't
So
drink the Kool-Aid.
So like for they probably talk for about 30 or 40 more minutes, like right it to the edge of where you're like, oh no, we're gonna reappear soon. How long does the visibility last? An hour?
It's an hour, yeah.
Yeah, so like you're getting a little nervous, you know what I mean? And she finishes her sermon, and she says, "We want to thank you for for being here for today's service. The Church of New Origins welcomes you all." And then everyone gets up and leaves.
Oh, thank God.
All right.
So you're able to get out of there.
Just awkwardly shift through.
Okay.
Well, that didn't help with anything. Other
Nope.
than
Well, fuck.
so we don't know anything. What was the whole lore with the Child of Light, or the whole backstory with them coming back?
So essentially, like, this is common knowledge, like, that essentially the God of Light and the God of Darkness, the brothers of Light and Dark, slayed all the old gods.
Right.
And now they are perpetually in battle for dominion of this world. And because they're two equal opposite forces constantly fighting against each other, that creates the balance that, like, resulted in, like, this new generation of living within unity. Like, because shit was a little bit more chaotic when there was multiple gods, and the gods would have wars and fight. And so this is more of a private battle, like, it's not felt by the people.
Okay.
But essentially, they both, there's a giant prophecy, which is like the White Burrow faction believes that the prophet is real. Like, so, like basically, like the two different, the way the original worked, because everyone sort of agrees this thing happened, is there are people that believe that the prophecy is true, and there are people that believe it's just dog shit.
Right.
And so the people that believe it's true believe that, like, it was prophesied that there would be a Child of Light champion and a Child of Dark champion that would do battle at the end of the world.
Okay.
So
okay, so we're talking end times.
Yeah,
That's
100,
what
yeah,
she's
Armageddon,
talking
100%. And so she is saying, like, we believe we have the Child of Light, and not to worry about, you know, the end of days, because the Child of Light will see us through.
Okay. Man,
So
there's
up to
a
this-
lot of stuff going on in this sleepy town.
So up to this point, it's been mostly speculation and just, like, hearsay. This is the first confirmation you've heard of
Someone claiming the child.
someone claiming that there's an actual, like, representation of that.
Right. Well,
Well, not helpful to our current situation, but
No, I
possibly
guess-
in the future.
yeah, I guess we'll just keep that in the old Mind Palace and see how John and Vesper's date's going.
The day you fished me out of the
Awkwardly
water,
silent.
just
Staring and
going on about how you saved my life and how the day you pulled me out of the water and this and that. Like,
Vesper's dissociating, looking off into the middle
Yeah.
distance.
You're just sitting there telling me about Bitcoin. I'm just,
Yeah, you guys have been together almost a year now.
you know.
So it's
Oh,
like
anniversary.
at this point, it's like any awkward conversation you've had, you've already had it.
Oh,
You know, like
So you just sit there even more awkwardly.
yeah, it's
Yep.
like a
What do we
couple that
talk
has
about?
nothing else to say.
We talk about how we're gonna mass produce your stuff. We might as well be
oh
productive.
yeah.
We don't have to be. We might as well be productive.
What do
Work
we
on the
need?
business plan.
We need to find some skilled workers, and we need a reliable source of materials.
You know, plenty of materials here. But the skilled workers is tough. I might know some people.
Yeah. Okay.
They might be up to it.
Okay.
I mean, we're just waiting for you guys to come out, but we can't see you, so we're just. I guess we see everyone leave,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call for the check. Check, please.
It's-
This avocado toast was terrible.
yeah,
I would like to speak to your manager.
Right. What a
You-
refund.
Yeah, you carrying your way out of the bill, dude. Nice.
We just come invisibly and silently tap you on the shoulder.
So yeah, so you guys are.
Actually, what were the other people around us talking about? If we were trying to like listen in, anything interesting?
A lot of them are talking about the state of affairs. That seems to be a big topic of conversation locally. Some people are talking about dumb shit. You know what I mean? Like you're never gonna miss out on dumb people talking about dumb shit. But
Okay.
the majority of
no
what
like
people
riot plans.
no, nothing like that. A lot of them are concerned about what's going on. Most of the people that are like protesting are the ones that are like up and in the town square. Most of the other people are just trying to live their lives and just like, yeah, shit's getting weird. Shit does suck, but like, this also isn't helping. You know what I mean? Like we're not getting anywhere closer towards us getting better food prices. We're just getting. It's just tense as fuck. You know what I mean? It's just awkward as fuck to live here now.
Right.
Like you'd say that half the people feel like what's going on, like the protests are a good thing, and half the people are like, yeah, like this is not ideal.
Okay. So nothing too useful. All right. I guess we'll get up and leave.
Yeah, like you get you kind of gauge the temperature of the town a little bit.
Okay.
So
Go to our meeting with Moonshine.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, so you guys head to where she described. It's out of town. You see a lot of guards looking at you guys. Like
As we're leaving town.
not town guard, it's private guards from the East Antar Trading Company. Like you notice as you go through like their area off to like these private farmhouses that these businesses are better fortified than the city is. So yes, you're able to approach the farm town. The same group of gentlemen that sort of stopped you guys before stop you guys again. But they recognize you and say Miss Moonshine's waiting for you. And say, we'll lead you inside.
Okay.
All right. In we go.
Let me... Give me 1 second. Oh, I have to change the layers. Damn it, Bobby. There we go. Shit. Okay. Sorry about that. And so they bring you to the farmhouse.
Oh.
It's obviously night, but it's a pretty nice farmhouse. You know what I mean? This is like obviously this is much nicer than anything on the south side of town. No one would have anything this nice. This is
Large.
Good
Yeah.
digs.
Yeah, so like the people that would live here would have money for sure. So, but yeah, you guys are led inside, and you guys are sort of led to this front room. where she's sitting at a table.
Alright.
The other gentlemen walk away, and there's just her in the room.
All right.
Appreciate you coming here. So now, what is it that I can do for y'all?
Well, we are hunters ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
as you saw from the moose we brought in. We had thought that we might be able to teach you and some of your folks how to hunt for themselves. Vesper here is a great trapper as well,
Mm-hmm.
and help alleviate some of the malnourishment and lack of food.
I mean, it can't hurt.
And we are hoping that in return, the protests could at least take a pause until after the festival.
Well, that's not really up to me, darling. I do feel like, I mean, if you want to teach people how to hunt, that's fine. I think that there's no harm in other people learning new skills. A lot of people work. A lot of people that are disenfranchised they have to work just to be able to put food on the table, just to be able to put a roof over their head.
But if they could find their own food, sell what they don't need, would they need to work the same way?
You know, I'm not really sure. I'm not sure what the day-to-day needs are of all of the people that live here, but I would say this is more of an issue than just a few meals. Just, you know. And again, it's not really up to me, you know. I think even if I asked people to stop, I don't know that it would, you know. But I don't see why I would ask them for that either.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, it's unjust what they're doing. I mean, how much money can one company make, you know? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot, apparently.
That said, they have as much as it hurts to say, and this is obviously no threat on our part. We're not necessarily in any fans of them or in league with them by any means, but I mean, they hold the power. Your people are unprepared for violence, and even if you say you want to avoid it, it may not avoid you.
Well, I guess let me be a bit more clear. They have the power, but we have the people. And while my group is not looking to instigate violence, they are not afraid of it.
Well, certainly, but you're unprepared. It would be a slaughter, respectfully.
Well,
Maybe you win, but at the cost of how many lives? You need time. Even if, again, you want to avoid violence, you need to prepare to defend yourselves. You need time to do so.
I'm less worried about that. I'll tell you that much.
So you're
We're
not
more prepared.
too worried about defending yourselves? Maybe you have some preparations that are unseen?
We are more prepared than you'd think. But, again, we're not trying to make anything get to any place of a particular resolution. We just want things to be fair. We want to be represented. We want a fair share of what we produce. I don't think that's too wild of a thing to ask.
Certainly seems reasonable to me.
But we have a pretty good idea of the layout of the land here, and we know approximately how many people each facility has, how many guards they have, where the setups are, and how we, you know. Again, the big problem with employing people that hate you is that they get a pretty good insight of your operations. So as far as I'm concerned, we're always going to have peaceful protests, but it's not always up to me, if you know what I'm saying.
Who's it up to?
It's up
I
to
think
the
it's
people.
up to you. I think it's up to you a lot more than you think.
think
it
your
seemed to me
voice
that-
carries a lot of influence. And maybe it isn't up to you alone, but there surely are other people in town who could lend their respected voices to your cause. At least try and avoid bloodshed. I think we can all agree. We don't want people dying. And we're worried that, they may want to make a show of it when they come into town with this bigwig.
Well, let's hope
Especially
for them
things
that they
have
don't.
grown.
Again, I'm not really sure what I can do for y'all. Even if I said, hey, I don't think we should do this, I think we should disperse. I don't know that people are going to just do that. You know what I mean? No one's going to forget what's happening. I think the best case scenario is that Jimothy is not executed, that he's released for his crimes, that the farmer hands are released for their crimes, and perhaps in time wounds will heal and we can all go back to normal. But even then, I think change is needed. I don't know how long people are, going to sustain this way of living.
Well, I guess we just have to hope for the best.
Not much we can do about Jimothy and the Farmer Boys.
The farmer boys should be fine. We ourselves went into the sewers and the crypts underneath the city and encountered the creature with mind controlling effects, mind controlling powers. We all four gave our testimony to the mayor that it was real. The farmer boys easily could have been manipulated by this creature. They should be fine.
You see her kind of perk up at this a little bit, like you see her like for the first time be interested in what you guys are saying. So you guys are not just hunters, you're adventurers then.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to
When
think
we-
of myself as an academic, but
Makes
sure.
sense.
Okay. Maybe you can't help me out. I agree. We want the least amount of bloodshed as possible. I don't think that no bloodshed is possible though.
Yeah,
I think that we're past that point. I think we've had years of opportunities of them trying to do things the right way. We gave them multiple opportunities to try and fix this without bloodshed, and it has only gotten worse. What if I could give you guys an opportunity to end this before anything starts? For the right price, of course. I understand you guys are adventurers and that you, have a particular set of skills, and I don't want you to do anything you don't want to do for free. So, we have a pretty good idea of the outline of the heads of the East Andar Trading Company. How would you guys feel about taking out some of those head executives for a price?
Oh, I mean, you're talking about just straight murder.
Well, I'm not gonna say murder outright. I'm not gonna tell you how to do the adventure, and that's up to y'all. But we'd like for them to leave, one way or the other.
But you really think that killing the local heads will stop future violence?
They might just send new people to replace them.
The retaliation could be 10 times worse.
It's possible. We've considered it. However, I do feel like this, the amount of time it would take to get new people installed. We already have people working on the inside that could potentially take over those jobs and potentially have a better voice for the people.
You think, or you've got a plan?
We have an idea of what we're doing. You have an idea.
hypothetically,
Yeah.
who would you need to get? Whose jobs would need to vacate?
Well, there's three head people, and they sort of all stay at the same location. So it's you know, you guys would sneak in the night. You can handle them. Would be very appreciative.
Where do they stay?
So it's on like as you guys kind of walk through the farmlands, you guys notice that there was a sort of like the big house if you're on a plantation, where
Right.
where the three boys that she sort of describes that, and you definitely saw that on the way towards this meeting.
Okay.
Well, they're really not endearing themselves to me. Not the elf lady, but those guys. You know, the big house guys.
Yeah.
So I'm not. I mean, I really. If we could find an alternative.
I'm assuming this would need to happen before the festival. Hypothetically.
There's no timetable on it necessarily.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If y'all want to do it after the festival, whatever y'all want. I mean, it's I don't think it's gonna change anything. I mean, even if you did take care of these fellas before the trial, I think the trial is already set in motion. And whatever's gonna happen from the trial, it's possible you can use the trial as a distraction for this happening and sort of get out of town, because you're probably not going to want to stay in town too long after this happens. I would recommend getting out pretty quick. So you can use the trial as a distraction for this. It's kind of up to y'all.
We might have to think about it.
We'll leave you our card.
Yeah.
That's a heavy task. And I fear, man, this place is just such a powder keg.
Yeah, I don't think the response is going to be good.
And so she does offer you 200 per head. So it'd be 600 total for you to complete this.
Man, I really do hate corporate overlords.
Moonshine. Let me ask you this:
Mm-hmm.
if we accept this mission from you,
Mm-hmm.
would you be willing to make yourself scarce, disappear until the task is done?
Absolutely not.
Then all the blame's gonna land on you.
It won't. I'll make
Hey,
sure
I
I'm in a
will.
public place when it happens. You know what I mean?
And what about us? How will the blame not land on us? We're going to look so suspicious, have newcomers in town, strange murders, and then we immediately leave? Like, obviously, it's going to be us.
That's why the bounty's so high. Because it is a risky job, I understand.
I mean,
And there will probably be increased security during the festival.
I don't know how we don't get bounties out on our heads throughout the entire kingdom or continent.
What can you tell us about the plantation house?
She'll describe it a bit, and she'll say, well, we do have schematics for it, so you guys will get a lay of the land. We'll be able to tell you what, security that we know of is set up there.
Do they have their own water supply?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. They would have their own wells. They would have it, you know what I mean? Like it would not, they're not relying on the town in any way at all.
Well, if we think about this and we need to talk to you again, you'd be in this. Are you in the square most of the time? Should we find you back here?
They're here, either or, you know.
Very helpful.
Yeah. If you don't see me there, then I'm probably here.
Right.
Well, this is a very productive meeting. I hope.
What a productive meeting.
Hope we can do business in the future, gentlemen and lady.
Well, thanks for hearing us out, and I guess the opportunity.
Yeah. Anytime now.
Yep.
We'll be in touch.
Yeah, and so she's, sort of knocks on the table that she's at, and you see 3 boys come in and grab you and escort you out. And the same fellow that sort of stopped you earlier, Sarp,
Yeah.
sort of addresses you guys as a group and says, now, you weren't here tonight, and whatever you heard is just for your own ears. You understand?
Yep. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Enjoy your night at the Dancing Dragon. And you guys can head out.
All right.
Well, fuck me.
That took a turn.
Yeah, that escalated very quickly.
Well,
A lot of
make
people
sure-
want us to just commit murder, like
I'm
straight
gonna
up.
I know, right?
continually look around, make sure we're not being like followed or overheard. And I'll just kind
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
of motion everyone keep their voice down. Oh, oh,
Everything's clear.
loudly I wonder.
Go ahead and everyone roll me an insight check.
Oh, we were just. Thank you. Somebody's showing up.
All right.
Someone's showing up to the party here.
So Bjorn, you feel like your skin's crawling a little bit. You feel like someone's watching you. You feel like you're being watched. You don't notice anybody. You don't see anything, but you get that feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they know we're staying at the Dancing Dragon. I'm pretty sure they're watching us. I don't think they're as innocent and
In all this.
the do-gooders that they present themselves as.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Yeah. I mean, murder's a heavy thing.
Yeah. And they already have
What
their own people in positions to take over.
Yeah,
That's-
That
it
doesn't
seems
sound like
this is
some
the rebel
disgruntled
cell right
farmer.
here.
What if we can arrange an act?
Yeah.
I mean, the people out there are real. These protests are real, right?
They are.
Like,
Yeah,
obviously there is injustice here on their end.
Of course.
So I'm not opposed to making it look like an accident.
But we were also asked to silence her, and instead of killing one, now we're potentially killing 3.
Yeah. But
I mean, we're gonna have to kill all those guards too. It's gonna be a lot more than one.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think getting a bunch of fat cats is an easier task. They
Maybe.
probably feel safer.
I don't know.
Well, we don't
Corporate
have
security
to decide
can't be that
today.
light.
You know,
We also don't have to
I-
kill them. We can just get them to leave.
Yeah, that's the other thing. But where
how
do we
do we
put
get them to leave? Do you think you could?
Put that gun of yours in their mouth and tell them to leave.
Jeez.
I mean, my intimidation's pretty good. I could do that. So, or what if? It'd probably take me too long to build another pistol. I was gonna say, what if we rig up an accident, go to showcase a new product for their security forces, and it just blows them up?
I'm pretty sure they'd still blame us.
Yeah, I don't think that would go great. Poison-
However, they do have their own water supply that we can
Do you, yeah. I mean, I guess,
Yeah.
would you rather have a bounty for negligence or murder?
Neither.
Neither. Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, it's not great for my career.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want that kind of attention at all.
Do we just leave this place?
We don't have our papers yet.
God damn.
We can do nothing and watch it all burn to the ground without us.
And also, just to recap, you guys are now waiting on copies of your IDs that you guys got in Breakwater when you came to the country.
Right. I think we should just leave. Like, I don't.
They said a
Well,
week to get our papers or our copies of our IDs.
Yeah, but you guys didn't actually get IDs because you
Guys don't
didn't
have
come into the
any.
countries because you guys told the guards that you lost them.
Yeah.
So right now the mayor is trying to get copies of your IDs that were already issued to you guys through Breakwater
That don't exist.
that don't
Don't
exist.
really exist.
Well, I don't know. Would I have something for my family? Because I don't know. I guess we. I don't know where they used to live, but
I mean, maybe.
It's a
We
Yeah,
long
don't
it's
shot.
know.
yeah, it's possible. I mean, the thing is that you gave them the name John Hawk. You know what I mean?
right.
But you don't. Do you know what your family surname was and what you might be registered under?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I have some. Would any of the documentations have like a family seal or name? One would assume something.
I mean, you already know that John Hawk's your real name. You know what I mean? Like, it could just be how you address. Like, yeah, I guess that's a good question. How did you come about your name?
Yeah, I think when we talked about this in character creation, we said that I was able to find like some very minor scraps of information about my family, like literally just the name, I think. So,
It's possible.
are we gonna wait around to find out though?
Yeah.
Well, it's a risk to wait around and find out. However, if you do find out some information about your family, that is something. And it's probably the least riskiest play of everything that's been presented to us. And it doesn't involve us murdering people. Or potentially. I mean, it might accidentally, but you never know. But I'd rather not. I don't know. There's something about just fucking murking a guy who doesn't know.
Yeah.
Even if he is a big piece of shit.
Yeah.
Spoiler: they're all pieces of shit.
Yeah, all right. Burn them all.
I mean, yeah.
Wipe the whole town off the face of the map.
Corporate
Yeah.
downsizing is
Using-
more common than you think.
Ooh.
They're just being
I
fired.
don't know. The whole thing just feels weird, though.
How do you mean?
Yeah, something rubs me the wrong way about it, for sure.
Right?
About the I guess rebels, for lack of a better, the protesters.
They're rebels for sure.
Yeah.
It's a rebel shell. It's got to be.
Well,
a
they're
rebel
like,
shell.
oh.
They're stirring it up.
Yeah, we don't
Validate.
want any violence, but will you murder these 3 people
She
for
just
us?
lied straight up to our faces about that. Oh, we don't want to do any violence, but here's a plan to murder 3 people.
We
Yeah.
won't instigate, but we're gonna murder these.
Here's the house plan. Here's the everything. Wow, we just happen to prepare these things. Even though we don't want any violence, we happen to case the whole joint and
Cover
draw
your
this detailed
bases.
plan of how to murder people.
CYA, cover your ass.
My vote
all-
is we wait for the papers to see if anything comes up. But we get ready to go.
Just at a
Right
moment's
away.
notice. But you said the roads were dangerous, and if we run by ourselves, we were at that risk.
Oh, you're right.
I
And
mean,
then you guys head to Three Rivers where you don't have IDs again.
here we don't have ID to run to the same issue. I
Man,
guess-
we're in a tight spot.
Yeah.
So none of us have IDs, or no, just 3 of us
Zarp
don't have
does.
IDs.
Just Zarp.
I have an ID.
You have an ID. Alternate hypothetical. I can forge us IDs.
Yeah, I'm
do have a-
decent. I'm
Yeah,
decent at
may-
forgery myself, but
Yeah. I can
Maybe
forge
Why
you
didn't
some
we do that
IDs.
in the beginning?
because they're fucking complicated. They're not just like
Yeah.
a document with
It-
a signature.
Yeah, it would be the equivalent of like forging an American passport.
Your passport. Yeah, they're not easy. They take time.
Well,
we don't have a lot of that.
Well, we have 2 days. I think we're on a day.
One,
day.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
One. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
if
we
get,
got tomorrow.
we get 3 passports done in 3 days, in 1 day.
What
At least
if
not
we
high quality
just
ones.
steal some IDs and get the
Right.
fuck out of here?
These things
I
have
was
pictures
thinking-
on them.
I was thinking about that too. Oh, would it be would it be harder to alter an existing ID with like a new picture?
Mhm.
It's probably equally difficult. It would take less time, but equally difficult.
But then we're probably gonna get bounties for that too. You walk around with fake IDs.
Mhm.
But it's not murder.
Yeah, that's true.
They might take forgery of Empire documents a lot more seriously.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Rather than kill like 3 random hillbillies. Oh, it's just beautiful. What if we try to convince the mayor to not kill Jimothy? Make him
Might
an indentured servant or something. Make him work off his.
I don't think it's enough. I think the problem
Yeah.
is this
It's a
is
bigger problem.
the business, right?
Hmm.
That's what's Jimothy is incidental. It's unfortunate, but it's a little bit
It's
of
just the straw, right?
fuel. Yeah, exactly.
what if we just convince our new elf friend and the big fat cats? They should be the ones sitting down to have a conversation to figure out some kind of nonviolent solution. But I don't. It seems like they've already decided to kill each other. So
Yeah, they literally want
What-
us to kill the other one. So
What if we kill them and frame her? She gets all the heat. We don't get paid though.
we don't
I
get
should get
paid, and that doesn't light the tinderbox. That like nukes the tinderbox. Because then Jimothy's dead. This lady is then captured and put on trial and hanged. That's not. It's not gonna help.
We just like I think we murder more people that way. I don't know.
Murder adjacent. We
right.
don't really.
we bribe the arena master to put them in a death match against each other.
Do we just wait and see?
Now
what
we're just
trial day
spiraling.
happens?
We're just grasping at straws. You're like,
And so
Uh,
specifically in the last conversation you guys had with the mayor before this last one, he said that they were bringing in the adjudicators on purpose so that he was not held accountable for
Right.
for what happens with Jimothy. Like he specifically asked for the bigwigs on purpose for this.
how many adjudicators? 1, 3,
Mm-hmm. Just one.
1. He probably has a. How long does your disguise self last?
An hour. I've seen a lot of people today, but I haven't quite
Well, if we
formulated how to use their image to our benefit.
what if you're the adjudicator?
I have never seen
Yeah.
this person.
Well, we're gonna see
Oh.
him.
Oh, we're gonna see him.
And then where is the real adjudicator? Locked in a closet somewhere? Because that'll be easy.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Let's apprehend an
doesn't-
official of.
Mhm.
Listen,
Doesn't
we
he
know.
want us to run security there and
Yeah,
or to
easy.
be security?
For the mayor,
Yeah.
because the mayor's giving all of his
For the
personnel
mayor.
security
Oh,
for the
So,
adjudicator.
I mean, we know what road they're coming in on.
Oh my god.
So that mountain-looking motherfucker will be part of the personal security.
Yeah. I don't know, man. We might have to just play this how it goes in the moment.
Just
Feel like morally that's
fly by the seat of our pants.
I feel like morally that's the best place we can be. Like we've tried to talk to people. They
Yeah.
all want us to murder,
Right?
and we don't want to. So the best I can see is we see what happens with the papers. We see what happens with the trial. If we can interject to try and minimize the devastation, maybe we try that, and then we just, try and get out as intact as possible. Maybe having a scrap more information or passport type things.
And I would say, Zarp, you know this. That you know that you probably need to leave here with some IDs.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be very challenging for you guys to get to anywhere. Like even if you guys bypass Three Rivers, which it would be the next town over, for you guys to get to the Citadel or anywhere else, it's gonna be a challenge.
Wait, what if we come to this lady, that Moonshine, and ask her to forge us 3 IDs in exchange for taking out these 3 guys, and we simply don't take out those 3 guys, and we move on with these forgeries
Pretty sure
and
she's
hope
not
for
gonna
the
pay
best.
you up front.
Sorry?
I don't think she's gonna pay us up front.
Yeah, you're right. Shit.
I mean,
Did we just try and protect the mayor and hopefully get enough goodwill from him that when the things come through is they did not find any IDs, he can take some leniency on us?
Yeah, maybe that's our best bet.
He seems like a kind of decent guy.
he does.
I think that's my vote. I think we just try and do our best here. I don't want the rest weighing on my soul.
What if it wasn't weighing on your soul?
Well, I don't know. The knowledge might.
I mean, if you would just leave a bottle of poison unattended and walk away.
We're getting really morally gray.
It may or may not find its way into their water supply. Well, then it looks like they just had to take the water, which is something they've been dealing with in this town. So
Yeah, Zarp's
But
like,
then
I'm
we-
so far away from researching trolls right now.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god. Remember writing notes? Because I think, cause we could do that and then maybe get forgeries, but like,
Then we're relying on how good the forgeries are, though, which is
yeah. Whereas the mayor might actually be able to, I don't know, help us in some way. Someone's got to help us.
right.
do they though? Do they?
Yeah. Okay, who do we trust,
No one, definitely.
Right.
They've all got their own
Definitely not
agendas.
that. Definitely not that one bartender.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
No, that one.
Surprised you didn't turn us in for selling meat.
Right.
It might be just best to watch them all fight amongst each other, and we make nice with whoever's left over.
I'm not against that idea and just trying to keep the mayor safe. Just try and keep the mayor safe. We don't have to keep the asshole
Yeah.
business guys safe, the trading company safe, and
That's true.
we tried to reason with the protesters, and they're gonna do what they're gonna do. We got those 2 guys off, most likely. Hopefully, that's some good. And then if we can keep a man alive, at least that gives us some goodwill within the empire itself, or within the continent, or whatever.
Yeah.
We're talking about this all on the way back to our hotel. By the way.
Well,
At the
however you guys
hotel,
want,
at the hotel.
yeah. However you guys want to talk about it.
Now,
We waited until we got back there.
Yeah. Someone's room or something.
Yeah.
We don't have the suite yet.
Yeah, she said in 2 days. Like, basically like, tomorrow night will be your last night in individual rooms, and then they're gonna put you up in one communal room for the trial / festival.
What if you just point out to me which of your potions is poisonous? For my knowledge.
So
Yeah,
I
just
do
go-
not administer the wrong one when you are knocked
Yeah.
out.
Then you just go to sleep.
Just go to sleep. I don't even have any poison potions on me. Do I? I got nothing. I got healing elixir. Oh no, wait, I don't even have that.
None with your magic mushrooms. None of them are lethal.
No, they're all either some healing aid stuff or stuff that kind of makes food better.
Okay.
Why don't we sleep on it and
Reconvene.
Hypothetically, if their house caught on fire and there's an immovable rod keeping the doors from opening, how is your conscience on that one?
Holy
the
shit!
door to the farmhouse open in or out?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
If I feed the door through the handles so they can't pull it open or close,
There you go.
where does your conscience sit on that one?
Did it have a loop handle?
Yeah.
Like, it's not really like the matter of how they die. It's
The dying
it's
part.
who's
Okay.
it's who's at the other end of it.
Well, maybe we just sleep on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sweet.
sure.
Well,
My vote is still on the mayor plan and hope for
Just let it play out.
some mercy there.
Okay.
Hope
fair
for
enough.
some justice. But that's just me.
well, you guys fall asleep for the night, and I think that's where we're gonna call it for tonight's session.